Welcome back, everyone, to Iron Fang Invasion, Book 6, once again. Last session was kind of just a long combat, really. We picked up after you guys had snuck around for quite a bit and done some negotiating with some unhappy hobgoblins that were in a bit of a conspiracy. And you had made it up to the third floor pretty comfortably until the alchemists that were standing watch had noticed you, and combat ensued, which drew the attention of the guys from down below, and you found yourselves kind of smooshed between two sides at the combat there. But I believe there was a bard's escape or a similarly spelled spell, and you guys, I think all of you, or maybe most of you, were able to get teleported to the one side, so it wasn't quite being caught in between anymore. And from there, it was just kind of a battle of attrition, bombs going off, healing, trying to counter off the bomb damage, and ultimately you were able to emerge victorious against the myriad of foes you faced, and continued on to a winding hallway, which you explored a little bit, and then Kieran saw that it kind of went further, like it did a 90-degree turn, and he was like, I'm not going to go any further there. I don't know what's beyond there. So he cycled back, and you came to the only other set of doors that you saw. And upon entering the doors, or opening the doors, you noticed several hobgoblin monks sparring, and as soon as they noticed you, one of the hobgoblins basically initiated the other three to get into formation and prepare for battle as she stood back and started shouting instructions. And then the rest of the session there was just the combat with the hobgoblins. You managed to put one of them down, but we ended the session with the leader hobgoblin lady doing I think it's called abundant step move to teleport right behind Jessup. And we also realized that we had skipped Gideon's turn. So, as we jump into combat again, the way that this will go, as I have my notes here, is that we will begin with Gideon and then go into the regular initiative round, which means Gideon is going to go twice somewhat back to back. There's a couple people between him, but anyways.
Is what it is. It is always so weird to get your bearings when you're hopping back into a fight. But let's see what we got. Do 1, 2, 3. We're hasted, yeah?
I don't remember what buffs you have.
I have haste on, so yes, I believe we are hasted.
I believe we are hasted 2. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time thinking too long about this. Can I get there without provoking? I can if I spend... Did I take damage? I did take damage. Okay. We will swift action use our divine touch.
All right.
Which is going to be nice. Wow, that's a great roll.
That is not bad. 20 healing to you.
And then I guess we'll just take one attack.
Yep. So swift move, standard.
I am flanking. Jessup has a weapon out.
I think he had a bow out, so no.
No. Okay.
Just my cutting words.
36.
36 will just strike your target. 22. All right. And that is your turn?
And another 5 from Jessup.
All right. Another 5. Okay. That brings us now to the top of the initiative order, and it is Jessup's turn.
I'm going to 5-foot step back.
Jump on my elemental's shoulders.
Yes, 1,000%. And then I'm going to cast Shadow Bard.
All right.
When I do, I will have that do Inspire Courage permanently. And then Jessup is going to swift action change his current performance to Inspire Heroics on himself.
All right.
And I believe that's all I can do.
Okay. That brings us to the Lady Monk. She is going to... Oh, goodness. She's been fighting the elemental and Gideon for a while, and she knows that the monk is buffing everyone. She's actually going to 5-foot step and full attack Jessup.
You said the monk is buffing everyone?
She's
Bard.
clearly been in the fire water.
Stop hitting
Yeah, stop
yourself.
hitting yourself.
I got confused because she has bardic inspiration as a monk, and so it was...
Oh,
Stay in
Jason,
your lane.
you spoiled the fun, the secrets we had. You know the funny thing about monks?
Haha. Yes.
Yeah, Jason and I talked. Just so we didn't lose, he allowed it so that for every 1 level of bard, I got an equivalent of 1 level in monk.
Oh, that's
Good.
pretty cool. So you're just a gestalt character?
Yeah, I guess. You know, he said mythic was too OP, so we compromised.
Right, yeah.
First attack is a natural 20.
That's not gonna feel good.
Start off strong here. And so let me make sure I get the right number of attacks here that she has. So she's a regular monk, not an unchained monk. So she doesn't have full base attack bonus. So she only gets with key strike and flurry of blows 5 attacks. So first attack was natural 20.
Weak.
So second attack is a 28.
Nope.
Third attack is a 31.
Nah.
Ooh.
Because of my Inspire Heroics.
Yeah, these iteratives aren't probably going to hit. That's definitely a miss. And then the flurry and then the key strike, which are at the highest base attack bonus. But that's
Said
a very
key
bad
strike,
roll.
and I imagined like the monk's trying to hit Jessup with a key, like stab him with a key.
Yeah.
Keyblade.
Improvised brass knuckles.
Take that. So that will get us the final attack. So the middle 3 all missed. First one was a natural 20. The final one was a natural 19. She doesn't crit on a natural 19, but that is a 37.
Yes.
Actually, no, it's higher than a 37. I didn't add her plus her bonus from inspiration. So that's 2 hits. One is a potential crit. So let me confirm the crit, maybe. Natural 2, that's not going to confirm. So just 2 regular old hits then for you.
And she had, we determined adamantine fist, so it bypassed my armor, right?
Yeah, she bypasses pretty much every DR.
Alrighty. Let's feel it.
Adamantine, cold iron, lawful, magic, silver.
Could be worse.
Yeah, could be. All right, so you take 15 and 21 damage.
Owie.
Not too bad though.
No, could be worse.
Yeah.
The monks are more for the hit a lot of times rather than hit once really hard, so
Yeah.
that is her turn. Brings us to Kieran.
Lightning bolt.
Right
through Oran.
Right through Oran, yeah. I can't exclude allies, Oran, so I don't think I'll do that.
Oh no.
If I recall correctly, I did have my glaive out, so I'm going to do a bite and claw and then step back and glaive.
Okay.
Glaive? Glaive? Can I iterative glaive if I bite and claw? I can't remember.
You can get, so you what's your base attack bonus?
A 10.
10. Okay, so you get 1 attack and then another attack at a -5. But
Right.
remember that I believe it's all of your natural attacks count as secondary because you're making attacks with your glaive in the same round. So your bite and claw will take a -5. Then you'll have your normal full glaive and then your iterative glaive. And then you can haste the glaive again. So you could do 3 glaives because you're hasted.
All right, I will do my bite attack first, which is a 38 to hit.
38 will hit.
Okay. Claw attack is a 26.
That's not going to do it.
Okay. And then I will take a step back and do a glaive attack.
Okay,
42.
that'll do.
And then a hasted glaive attack, which is a 36.
He's going to use his defensive ability to get a dodge bonus to make that miss.
Okay.
It's an immediate action key point.
Iterative glaive is a 24.
I'll miss. So the bite hits and the first glaive attack hits.
Okay. Do I need to ignore any elemental damage? Any elemental resistance or anything?
No, he doesn't have any resistances. He has spell resistance, but that doesn't apply here. So
Okay. So the bite damage is 24.
All right.
And the glaive damage is 28.
And he goes down.
Oh, wow.
He only had 36 hit points left.
I totally forgot how much he had been hit. So for everybody listening, it's been like a month since we've been able to play. So all of us are like, what's going on?
Literally have zero context for this fight.
Can't remember. Like it's bad when you have a long break. It's even worse when it's in the middle of a combat.
Yeah.
But make it work. Okay. All right. That's cool. That's all I can do. So that's my turn.
All right. Brings us back to Gideon because we're going in the regular initiative order now.
And can you refresh my memory of these two people? Which one has taken damage? Have they both? Just this one?
They've both taken a little bit of damage. These two were the healthiest of the ones.
Yeah, let's try to burst this guy down. Well, this dude's probably going to go for this. All right, we'll full round attack this one.
Okay.
We don't have flanking, but I should add on 2-weapon fighting, which I accidentally had clicked last time, so careful, Josh. That's a -4 you took for no reason. Remember that.
Are you flanking with Oran?
No.
No.
I guess
I just don't know because he had reach.
You're flanking with the
elemental.
With this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
That's
is that
true.
not Oran? Oh, shoot. Sorry, I thought Oran elemental form. That's what I was
No,
talking
he
about.
had cast a summon elemental spell.
And we do got the shield bash in there. We're going to shield bash first, and then all the others.
Shield bashes into Jessup and they both fall down.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Well, that's a lot of high rolls.
Those were some decent rolls there, for sure, for sure.
There we are. Oh, okay. There we are. We do damage, actually.
42, 42, 39. So the three of those will hit. The 27, the 29 do not.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so that is 26 plus 20. That's 46. Plus 24 is 70. Plus 12 from Jessup is 82. Yikes. Quite a bit of damage. Quite a bit of damage indeed. As far as the shield bash goes, you are fighting a monk, and the CMD here is
I have no I have no delusions.
excessively high.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. You don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and to round out my turn, we'll divine touch.
All right. Another 27 hit points.
What? Wow.
6, 6, 6, 4, 5.
Yeah.
This was some good d6s. All right. So that's Gideon's turn. 5-foot step, full attack, swift. Brings us to this monk here who's going to step a little bit away, and he is going to do his what is it called? One inch punch? One
punch!
One punch!
One touch is what it's called. So yeah, so he has to use a key point standard action. He makes a single attack, and it basically goes against touch.
Oh, okay.
And he's going to throw a stunning fist on this. So against touch AC, that is a 32.
Yeah, that touches. That touches.
And I need a fortitude save for stunning fist. 32 will do it. So you're not stunned. You do take the damage though. So let me roll that. These guys don't have as high unarmed strike as she does, but it's actually still pretty decent because he adds half his level on top of the damage. So I believe 25 points of damage.
But we have stone skin, right?
Yes, he does not count as hitting adamantine. So that against him, you do reduce the damage by 10.
By 10. So that's 15 points of damage and 10 off the stone skin.
Yeah. I don't know what your stone skin's at.
Enough that it doesn't matter.
Brings us to Oran.
We're gonna start with the elementals slapping the monk there in front of him. 1d20 plus 20. Am I flanking? Yes.
Yeah, the elemental is flanking her with Gideon. Yeah.
33 and wow.
Yeah.
Come on. It's a plus 29. Come on. Really?
Unfortunately, neither of those are going to do it. Natural 4, natural 1. That's just not going to be enough.
Then Oran will do a Healy on someone.
Like a channel Healy or?
I don't know. I'm trying to
spell?
decide. My good friend Jessup. He'll 5-foot step at the very least. I don't have a whole lot of Healy spells left.
Shame, because you'll never rest again.
Oh no. How bad is Jessup hurt? Is he destroyed? We'll do cure critical wounds.
Believe that one is 4d8 plus
48 plus level.
17.
Yep.
Yes.
Hiya! 37, sir.
Is that all?
To
that's
your
all.
biscuits.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Straight to the biscuits. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Bringing us back to the top of the round. Jessup, you are up once more.
That's refreshing. Thank you, Oran. I will keep my performance going on myself, and Jessup will drop his bow, free action. He will move action, draw his dagger, and a standard action, total defense.
Okay. For a second, I was like, oh, if you are, just so you know, if you are trying to give flanking, you don't flank when you're total defense because you can't make attacks of opportunity as total defense.
Jessup just wants her to know that he can shiver at any moment in time.
Okay. Brings us to her turn. She, seeing that the bard has been healed, realizes that this isn't going to go very far, so she's going to step over here and just try to get the flanking bonus on all of her attacks. So again, she's going to go all 5, and rather than doing it weird like I was before, doing it like iteratives and then the key strike and flurry of blows, I'm just doing all the highest ones first. So
Okay.
that's a 37 to hit. Oh, flanking 39 to hit.
Nope.
Ooh, she has to roll pretty well. It's a miss. It's a 40 to hit.
Nope.
And these are the iteratives, so she's pretty much got to roll a natural 20. Nope. So she hits your armor a bunch of times and kind of dents it in several places, but not enough to deal significant damage, bringing us to Kieran.
Kieran flinches as Gideon's armor is dented because he knows that Gideon's going to be asking for money to repair it. All right, Kieran's going to fly in a weird direction around this elemental to get into flanking with this lady, and then he's going to make one attack with his glaive
All right.
with flanking on.
Yep.
Right, or was he total defending?
No, Gideon is not. You're flanking
Oh,
with Gideon.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This does include the flank bonus, so it's going to be a 44.
That'll do it.
Okay. That is 26 points of damage.
All right. You can see that she is heavily damaged now, but shows no signs of giving in.
2 more damage from Jessup's Sonic.
Yep, I got that. I got it. Brings us to Gideon.
He just gonna full round attacker.
All right.
Boring turn, but it is what it is. I think we have everything in there.
All right. So 46, that'll hit, and 21 damage will actually put her down.
Oh.
No. So we'll change our attacks. We'll 5-foot step this way to try to maybe set up flanking with Oran on a later turn.
All right. The 35 will...
No,
miss.
they're gonna be 2 less. Keep that in mind. Though
2
I don't
less?
think it'll matter.
Okay.
Because they're not
so
flanking anymore.
Yeah, the 35 and 27 we're going to miss regardless. The shield bash will hit even with the -2, and the final haste attack will hit as well. So 17 plus 20, so that's 37 damage to him.
Does a 50 push him at all?
A 50, let me take a look. 50 does, but does not exceed by 5.
So he goes back by 5. Which, if I had been smarter, I could have gone here and pushed him into that, but it is what it is.
C'est la vie.
It be what it be.
It is what it is.
All right.
And I'm not going to swift action heal up because cleric's going to cleric, so that'll be my turn.
Okay.
That's like playing the cleric's turn for him.
Right?
Well, no. I'm saying because he already did it. It was gratitude that I was expressing. Don't twist my words, Sarah.
I didn't heal you. I healed Jessup.
Oh, really? I thought that was
Yeah.
a channel.
No.
Oh.
That wasn't
Okay.
your serious wounds.
Outta here.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Cheater.
I was just so happy about it.
You filthy.
That's so funny. All right, so I gotta take that off real quick, and then I guess
No.
I will swift. Actually, no. Why? There's no point.
I don't know. This guy's pretty
He's not
strong.
gonna put me. He's not gonna do
He
it.
is pretty strong.
He's not gonna do it.
He is going to, on his turn, step up and start whacking the cleric. So again, full attack, key strike. These guys are regular monks, so they actually get more attacks than the higher level monk, because that's dumb. All right, so 6 attacks this time. That is a 39 to hit.
Yep.
That is I think that's a miss.
33 is my AC.
Doesn't have any other things going on, so yeah, that's a miss. That is a hit. That's a 42. Yeah. Now for the iteratives, we start getting lower. That's a miss. That is a 32. Oh, that was a good roll, but it's still a miss because it's the iteratives. And then a 19 is a miss. So what was that? 2 hits, I believe?
Yes, sir. First and third.
All right. And he's not using his one touch, so he doesn't get his half level added onto the damage. So he does 14 and 17. And if you have the stone skin still up,
Yeah,
if it hasn't
I have
been
80
depleted,
left.
all right. Then you basically take 11 damage and then 20 off of the stone skin.
60 and 11 damage.
Yes.
Whoops, not 11
Oh.
total.
Yeah, you went down to 11 HP.
There we go.
All right, and it is your turn, Oran.
All right. We'll see if the Earth Elemental can put him down.
No, can't.
First swing, second swing.
He's going to use his immediate action key point, so those will both miss, buffing his AC just a little bit.
All right, then Oran will try.
All right, do your worst.
Oh my goodness. Oh wait, and I have a hasted attack. Hang
A
on.
5, a 6, and a 3. You're on fire.
I am on. I'm not even rolling double digits. This is awful. It's happening again.
The 38 will actually still hit, barely.
Ha-ha! 22 damage.
All right, 22 damage. Okay.
Plus some sonic. Maybe. We'll see. I'll take it.
All right. You hit him once with your hammer of seismic assault, and he snarls back at you. Because he's definitely going to have another turn in this combat, I'm sure. Brings us to top of the round, round 7. Jessup, you're up.
Finish him.
Well, he's going to pick up his bow if he wants to attack again. So,
You can try and stab him.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to look here. I don't know if he's still deafened because I want to do some sonic. Does he still take sonic damage if he's deafened? I think so, but in hindsight,
I don't know. That is a very
it could still be
specific
like a
rules interaction.
shockwave, I guess. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just thought about that.
That's really stupid. I would say yes, because Sonic, in order for it to do damage, it has to be so loud that it's actually like shaking stuff, right? So it doesn't matter if you can hear it, right?
Not necessarily.
You think you're just blowing up their eardrums?
Yeah, it could be super hypersonic and you not hear it.
All right. Well, I have 2 ideas, guys. Either I'm gonna do just a silly old, let's see here, ear-piercing scream, or if I may, I should use Artificer's Curse to shatter his hands.
I don't
That's his
think
weapon.
For a monk,
that
that's messed up.
Why not? Wait, yeah, nope. I can destroy a weapon. Is that not his weapon, Jason? Does he not consist? Is his fist not considered magical items?
Let me look up the spell if you want.
I won't really, but I just thought it'd be funny.
That is hilarious. That is the worst. If that works, that's the dumbest.
I think
wrong.
it has to be an
It
object.
is not magical. Your spell has no effect.
But he has magic hands. All right, I'm just gonna do a piercing scream. So if he wants to just roll a fortitude save.
Fortitude save it is. Oh, he sucks at those. Not.
That's fine.
32.
Oh, that was terrible. He can still take 6 damage if he likes, though.
6. Okay. All right.
That's per turn.
Will do. Brings us to Kieran.
Okay, Kieran will 5-foot step and then full attack with the glaive.
All right.
So first
This is
attack.
3 glaives.
Oh, let me take flanking off because I'm no longer flanking.
Yes. No flanking.
All right.
3 glaives.
So first one 37, hasted 39, and iterative 30.
The 39 will hit. His defensive furious defense lasts until the beginning of his next turn. So the 37 and 30 will miss.
Okay, let me just check something real quick. Okay, it actually would be 41 because I do have Unshakable Zeal, but it doesn't matter because it still hits. So 32 damage.
32, not bad.
So my next attack with the glaive will have the unshakable zeal, if I can remember.
Yes, next turn. Yes, yeah. Brings us to Gideon.
Oh, shoot. He's out of range. Because I pushed him.
You have defeated yourself.
I guess we'll go and just make one attack.
All right.
You underestimated my sub 10 rolls for 7 rolls.
And speaking of bad rolls, we've got ourselves a natural 1.
A natural 1 for a 32, no less.
Well, that ain't gonna do it.
That's my turn. That's all she wrote.
All right. Turns out he did get another turn. He will do his one touch against against Oran, because he found that Oran resisted, I think, the majority of his attacks. So, against touch, this is a 38. I need a fortitude save from Oran. 38 will just do it. But it does get his extra damage because this is the one touch ability. So 21, so 10 off of your stone skin, and then another 11 damage to your HP. And Oran, you have a turn to redeem yourself before this combat ends.
Woo! Let's see.
But can you?
Do those hit?
39 and 38 will both hit, yeah.
Oh, now I gotta look up the damage of the elemental. 2d10 plus 12. Hiya!
20.
Hiya!
So that's 49. All right. He's still up. He's looking rough.
Oh my god! Just die already!
Not looking good. But he's up.
We'll see if my hammer does any better.
And you are flanking him, so you can add that into your attacks. But you actually rolled well this time, so it's not really necessary. Okay, so 50, 42, 39, and 47, all of those will hit. He only had 15 hit points left, so the first one would have done it. But yeah, you hit him a bunch of times, and he is paced.
He's exploded.
And with that, the last of the monks fall. And you are now once more alone in this open chamber with several doors, and it looks like a staircase leading upwards. What would you all like to do?
Immediately run up the staircase.
No, because I'm trying to remember. When we talked to the hobgoblins, didn't they say don't go like to the third, or not the third floor, but like don't go up because that's where Xanathura is?
So the hobgoblins that you spoke to, they suggested, well, basically he said, don't go up to the highest floor because that is typically where Xanathura is doing her magic, her like spell stuff.
Okay.
And he said that he does not believe you can beat her. Whether or not you want to take his word at it is up to you. That's just what he had told you. You don't know if she's always up there, or if he was just saying, you know, if you can avoid it, then don't go up there ever.
I think our game plan right now is to clear out these areas, make sure that these are just living quarters and nothing of danger, and maybe scope out this whole floor. I guess ultimately, though, our objective is a little lost on me after the weeks between we're infiltrating, we're killing baddies. What was our goal?
Yeah, so you came here originally just because you needed to destroy the Legion, right? You needed to end this war and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But shortly after you got here, you met a bunch of hobgoblins who were basically planning a coup or a mutiny or whatever you want to call it, a conspiracy against Azersi, and they had mentioned that she didn't quite seem right. And Targrith was kind of on their side in that none of them liked the current plan of teleporting the vault onto Galarian and destroying everything. And they were coming up with a way of either convincing her of an alternative strategy or basically ousting her from command. And he gave you a little bit of information about the layout, and he told you that Xanathur is typically on the highest floor and not to go there if you can avoid it. And I believe there was, I might be misremembering, I think there might have been a little bit of discussion amongst yourselves about maybe finding some way of like negotiating, like if she's not in her right mind, if there was some way of like breaking her out of that or something. I don't know if that was a conversation that actually happened or...
We had talked about maybe she was being under the influence of a dominate or something like that. And if that was true, maybe there could be some additional parlays if we got her in her right mind.
Yeah. And he had told you that Azersi has spent the past while, maybe a week or two, in the heart of the Citadel, and I don't remember exactly how much detail he gave, but he would have mentioned that like she's been relaying commands to the Legion through a crystal ball rather than doing it in person. So he didn't know how to get to the heart of the Citadel. Only Azersi, Xanathura, and the commanders are allowed in there to even know where the passage is. But he said that it's probably somewhere on the 3rd floor, but that's about all he knew. That was just a guess from him.
Xanathura's killed her. She's not even alive anymore.
She's a puppet.
Yeah, she's dead.
I feel like these doors, like over here, would be promising for a place where she would be. Like, I don't know if these doors are going to be anything where like Azersi would be. Because honestly, in my current condition, I don't know if I'd want to fight her because I've used a lot of my high-level spells.
Same. Not feeling great.
Deal with it.
I have maybe like another 2 haste in me, and that's about it.
Oh, we're going to need more than that. Oh, no.
I'm getting pretty low on healing spells.
I've been way too good pace, bro. Like, I'm ready. I could do a whole other dungeon if we had to.
Yeah, Gideon never uses spells.
He just uses the like 15 magic items he bought with the money that he should have been using to pay off people earlier in this book. I say we check out these doors and then let's talk about resting.
I agree with those plans.
Is there anything cool on these guys before we go?
There's a lot of cool stuff, but I don't know if any of it would really apply to you because it's all like monk related items, but let me see.
No, I mean, that's okay. I mean, I can use stuff for natural attacks if there's anything that...
Yeah, this one might. So the sensei monk lady, she had a amulet of mighty fists +3. I don't know if you have one of those already.
I only have 1 + 1.
Oh, wow.
So I would want to switch that out because that'll give me a +2 to my natural attacks.
That'll do. It just has the Iron Fang insignia on it.
At this point,
Traitor.
I don't even care. He's already a filthy Molthuni. Might as well be an Iron Fang Molthuni.
Yep. She also has bracers of armor +4. I don't know if that really benefits anybody.
I have +5, so...
Yeah. Cloak of Resistance +4. If you want to give up your Long Shadow Cloak.
No.
Ring of Protection +2 is not going to do anything for anybody. And then the run-of-the-mill... guys... Belt of Constitution +4. Headband of Wisdom +4. Bracers +4. Cloak +2. Amulet of Mighty Fist +2. Ring... the other guys don't really have anything necessarily useful to any of you.
So this is funny, but the Amulet of Mighty Fist applies to all natural attacks, not just like claw attacks, right? It's one of those weird things that it's, even though it's Mighty Fists, it's also for like light and wings.
Yeah. All right. So Gideon, you were going up to that first door over yonder.
He's clearly very far away.
Wow.
He already went over that door, guys. Go.
Yep.
He's already inside. we turn out. He went up the stairs.
Yep.
Oh, that was good. All right. So again, you go up, and this is one of the doors that's not locked. You don't have to press that spherical key to it. It just opens as you get close. You look inside, and immediately 3 Finger of Death spells hit you, and you die.
Oh my goodness.
It's been fun.
That happened to me once. It wasn't 3 of them, but
it was fun.
Actually, that did happen.
That did happen, yeah. Just out of the blue. Death. So you look inside this room, and it appears to be a sort of, you would guess like a commander's quarters. It's a well-sized room for a single occupant, and it's sparsely furnished, but everything that is in here is of exceptional quality. It's like mahogany wood and like all of the fancy bourgeois or whatever you call it stuff in there, but there's not really anything of like use for you. It's just a living quarters, it seems.
Amazing. Best description of a room the whole campaign.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's a great room. I love these rooms.
Good rooms. The next one.
Yeah, so you go up and I'll just reveal all of them. So all of them seem to be like close to identical rooms. They're all very similar. Commander's quarters. You would assume that these would be for like of 3 commanders. So you have Aslo, you have Targrith, you have Kralos. So you would assume that probably these are the 3 rooms that they would stay in if they ever actually stayed in their rooms. But nothing of particular interest in any of these.
Okay. So I think that we probably should find somewhere to rest, right?
You don't want to go up the stairs?
No, not particularly.
It could be fun.
I don't know about that. What's the general consensus? What do you guys want to do?
Probably pack it in, go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to take a nap. I need a nap. Oran's sleepy. Sleepy Oran gonna sleep in the middle of this here pit.
Sleepy Oran.
Sleepy Oran.
Yeah, probably need to rest. I have some spells, not enough really for another full-fledged combat.
No.
And I'm running pretty low in my party performances daily too.
I mean, I have enough for one more combat, but not if it's against the big baddie.
Yeah, no, I'm not ready for that, but also watch us like rest and then try to find her and use all of our stuff again, which I guess we could just rest again, but I'm nervous about not being able to find her, but then I'm also nervous about trying these doors and then finding her and then being like, oh shoot.
Well, I think you gotta kind of check the doors. I mean, because what are we gonna do? Hold up inside one of these and hope someone doesn't look for us?
Well, if we want to rest, Kieran has an option.
Okay.
Print out.
Share with the class.
Okay, so if we all decide that we want to rest, Kieran will explain. So something that I have been working on, and it's fortuitous that it comes at this point, but I think it'll be easier if I just show you rather than try to explain it. So Kieran is going to cast a spell, but we have to find, I guess, an area. I guess it could be here. He's going to cast a spell. You guys see a 4 foot wide, 8 foot high, shimmering door appear in the air. And he will walk up and open the door and beckon you all to step inside.
Oh,
Can we see
Kieran.
what lie beyond the door, or is it just a door we have to walk through?
What, do you just not trust Kieran at this
You don't-
point?
After
Yeah, I
all
was
we've
gonna
been
say,
through?
After all we've been through, Jessup's like, I don't trust it. It's
Yeah, I'm just
clearly
trying
a
to
trap.
visualize it, you know?
Long con.
Just ask it.
Real long con.
Yeah, you know, you can't see anything until you step through it.
Oh, fine. Okay, well, Jessup will look at Kieran and, I trust you fully, and walk through. Suckers.
As he walks through, Oran will walk up. He didn't trust you fully. He definitely hesitated. And then he'll walk through.
I noticed, Oran. I saw that hesitation. It shouldn't bother me, but it really kind of does bother me. I'm not going to lie.
No,
don't blame you.
a 41 of bluff said there was no hesitation whatsoever.
And Gideon's over there like, I'm not going in.
Yeah, Gideon's like, foul sorcery.
I'll go, I suppose.
No, I didn't catch his bluff.
All right, so you guys step inside, and you find yourself in a magnificent foyer that has numerous chambers beyond. So the way I envision this is you're in an area that is 70 feet wide and 60 feet long. So it's not like a super big area, but there's a big table in the middle. And on the far end of this, like, foyer, there's an open hearth with a fire burning. You can see there are several unseen servants that are there to, like, wait on us. And he will explain that as we walk through this door, to the immediate left, there's another door, and Kieran will explain this is Oran's room. And Oran, if you were to go into your room, you see that it is decorated aesthetically like that from Kragadan. So it has a forge, not like a full forge, but like almost like a shrine to Torag there.
Nice.
and it has a bed like what you would see in Kragadan, which probably is just like a stone slab with a blanket on it.
What? That is not how they sleep.
They sleep on a bed of sand.
On a bed of sand.
Sand?
Or isn't that basically the floor? But
it's really the servants' quarters, but Kieran's like, I didn't have a room for Oran, so servants' quarters.
That's incredibly bigoted. You know, they don't just... That's really...
No, but like, in all seriousness, we were in Kragadan, so he would have seen like the aesthetic of Kragadan. So it is decorated to match kind of what we saw in Kragadan. To the right, I have on my chart also Oran's room, but that's supposed to be Gideon's room because he doesn't have
I have multiple rooms.
So Oran doesn't have two. Yeah, so to the right is Gideon's room, and Gideon, in your room, you would also see there are shrines to each of your many goddesses, all 26 that you worship, all placed around this room. And there is a bed, and I imagine Gideon's bed is like a 4-poster bed with like the gauzy thing. There's like flowers hanging down off it because he likes flowers and stuff. And then there's like a nightstand that has a teapot with tea on it because he loves tea so much. If we move up and to the left is Jessup's room, which is next to Oran's room. So Jessup, your room, I imagine, is decorated like more outdoorsy, like the Rangers. So like the forests of Nirmathos, the Fangwood Forest, kind of like what we would have seen also in Long Shadow. Just, I guess Kieran was at your house, so he would have taken some inspiration from your house and how, I don't know if you had any decorations or anything at your house, but just trying to make it feel like home and comfortable. And then on the other side of the foyer, next to Gideon's room, is the kitchen, which is where the unseen servants can prepare any sort of food that we want. It says in the spell that it contains foodstuffs to serve a 9-course banquet to a dozen people per caster level. So we can eat as much as we want.
Banquet for 12 people.
No, a dozen people per caster level. So 12 times 13. Yeah. So, and then there's 2 unseen servants per caster level. So there's as many as 26 unseen servants.
I like to imagine Kieran's like, they're unseen servants ever. They're really not, but he's just like, they're unseen. You just can't see them.
It's like the Emperor's New Club.
It says in the spell, the servants function as unseen servant spells, except that they are visible and can go anywhere.
Oh, they are visible. Okay.
Yeah, they are visible. Yep. So then on the other side of the kitchen on the right-hand side is Kieran's room. And then across that, on the other side to the left next to Jessup, is the bathroom. And the bathroom has like a giant bathtub in it because Kieran likes to take baths, treat himself. So anyway, this is essentially my 7th level spell that I took. It is Mage's Magnificent Mansion. So this is an area where we can sleep. And it says here, only those I designate can enter this mansion, and when the portal is shut, it's made invisible behind you when you enter, so nobody can see it. You may open it again from your own side at will. Once observers have passed beyond the entrance, they are in a magnificent foyer with numerous chambers beyond. The atmosphere is clean, fresh, and warm. Let's see. Since the place can be entered only through its special portal, outside conditions do not affect the mansion, nor do conditions inside it pass to the plane beyond. Blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. So we have a place to sleep without worrying about...
Very cool. Kieran, where's your room?
Oh, it's across the hall from the bathroom. It's next to the kitchen.
Oh, may I take a look? I want to see how the Malthuni decorate.
Sure. If you would like to, feel free. So if you go into Kieran's room, you would see
an empty room with a bunch of dragon heads on this.
Dead Dwarven everywhere.
It's very Spartan.
No, actually, if you go in, you would see that he also has like a large 4-poster bed, and he has like color schemes that mirror like a blue dragon. So there's like the electric blue of the lightning and it's got like the cool tone colors for being a blue dragon. But you also see that on the walls are pictures, and you can see pictures of an older man. They're all like painted pictures, obviously. You can see pictures of like an older man with gray hair and a beard, and you see an older woman with gray hair. You see a woman who's probably middle-aged, and then you see 2 twin girls in a picture, and then there are 4 pictures of young men who look very similar to Kieran, and one you would recognize as Raiden.
Do you have a blue lava lamp next to the bed?
Yes, and there's a disco ball that has just blue disco ball. Yeah.
Nice.
No, each of these rooms does have a continual flame, although in Jessup's room, if he would say if you prefer Jessup to not have any light, he would not have any light there, just because being a drought probably bothers you. But yeah, I will put in our chat, because I did like a little Excel diagram of this, which it's not great, but you can kind of see my visual of it. So it is 10 feet high, and then each room is 20 feet by 20 feet. So they're pretty big rooms.
Nice.
And then we have like the open hearth, and then the table in the middle with chairs where we can eat our 9-course banquet.
I like to think that Kieran's room's actually just like, if you've ever seen the Charlie Day conspiracy thing where he's like smoking the cigarette and it's like all the wires going from pictures and stuff, but it's just Blurbadon in the middle.
Yeah. Kieran's room would also probably have a small fireplace, and then it's decorated with lots of furs. So you definitely get the feeling that it is like a noble's room. So it's very clean and organized, but it is lavish. And then
How
also,
many servants does it have?
he would, well, I mean, there's 26 that we have at our behest here, so.
25 of them are in his room.
I was going to say, Kieran's like, 25 of the servants are mine. One of them will serve the 3 of you, peasants.
No, he's got 26 servants, and then us 3 for 29.
Right.
Yes, 29.
29 servants.
Yes, after showing you around, he would say, so I wanted this to be a surprise to all of you, so I did the best that I could with the furnishings, but if there's anything that you would like me to change, I don't think I can change it now, but if we use the spell in the future, I can certainly make it more accommodating to however you would like.
No, this is perfect. Definitely a great, easy place to relax. Now I don't have to worry about using the bathroom being shivved by an orc or something. Hobgoblin.
Exactly, and you won't get knocked out by a Molthini soldier anymore, Jessup, so there's that as well.
Well, I mean, if you still want to hit me, I suppose.
No, I meant when Bryden knocked you out. I hope that we don't have any intruders here. As far as I know, no one can come in here while I have the spell going, as long as I don't designate them.
You mentioned that the door to enter here was invisible. Can anyone with ability to see, like true seeing or something, be able to see the door?
I don't know the answer to that, Jessup. I'm going to say no. I don't know. The GM might say yes. Oh, Raiden's been in this room the whole time. Oh, that would be weird.
He's just that good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It says the door is invisible. It's possible that if you have true seeing, you can see the door. But even if you can see the door, like I would say you can't enter it without my permission. So if worse comes to worse, tomorrow morning when we open the door, there may be a legion of hobgoblins standing outside waiting for us, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Well, I think out of everything that Jessup has not been able to have over the past gosh only knows how many times, probably since Cragdon, a good meal sounds delicious.
It's a long way from Mistholm.
It certainly is. And the servants here, don't worry about them. They're not real, so you don't have to pick on me for, not paying my servants or having servants or whatever. They're not real. They're conjured from the spell, but they can prepare whatever you would like. So I plan on having some food from home, but if there's anything that you all would like, I know we've been living on rations for quite some time.
I know this is supposed to be a luxury, but there is something really off-putting, dystopian, and kind of cyberpunk about so I conjured an unseen servant who does my absolute bidding and has no free will.
They're not real people.
They're not real.
That's what he says about his slaves back
His real servants.
Oh,
They're
don't
not
have
real
feelings.
people.
Yeah, they're not
real.
They're not real people.
We,
It's what they're
we
made
beat
to
the
do.
feelings out of them.
Right. No, it's they like doing it. It's their purpose. There is nothing else that they can do.
Says the two people who constantly summon other creatures to come fight and die for them. So at
don't
least mine
die.
aren't dying.
They're willing.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Does this say conjure a willing creature or just conjures a creature?
I mean, it conjures a creature, but it is presumed that it is willing.
Oh, presumed.
Mine are made of stone, just like your heart.
So yeah,
Kieran.
the unseen servant spell says invisible, mindless, shapeless force that performs simple tasks at your command. So these are visible, but they are mindless. So they're not people. They're not entities. They're just magic energies that do what you.
How can they be
Well.
visible unseen though?
Well, my question is, how can they be visible and shapeless?
Yeah, that doesn't make
Whoa.
sense.
Who knows?
That's weird.
They're just kind of like mini Cthulhu creatures walking around.
Little mind flares.
Well, it's the same with like, how are they mindless but accept orders? Like what? How?
That doesn't make. That
How?
doesn't make
I know a few people like that.
it's basically arguing that computers don't have a mind, which I guess one could argue.
I mean, I guess if they're robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, constructs are mindless and they can be given commands.
Yeah, but they're robots. These are just.
Well, no, robots
Force.
are a thing. Robots are constructs, but not all constructs are robots.
Also, it's possible for robots to get a soul in Golarion.
What?
It's a Starfinder role. Yep. Some robots who develop enough personality, a soul can be implanted into them.
That's the
All
story
right.
of Pinocchio.
We are off the rails. I'm gonna have some food, a nice bath, and then retire to my slab of stone.
yes.
I'm gonna go to my nice, comfortable bed.
Nice,
Can I
comfortable.
share the bed with you tonight? It's so hard.
That's what it's gonna be. Or it's gonna be like in the middle of the night knocking on Jessup's door. I didn't want to seem weak, but that bed is really uncomfortable. Could I cuddle up with you?
Oh, yes, I thought I'd have my nice cabin, but we're surrounded by fake woods and the sound of animals chirping and making noises. It's giving me PTSD of my ranger days.
Kieran tried his absolute best.
Random animals roaring in the background.
Gideon's trying to sleep, but he's just off put by all of the shrines, and God is
God
just looking
staring at him.
It just feels like he's questioning all of his life choices, and like everything is being monitored. Bro can't get a wink of sleep
I can
tonight.
picture we're all just like questioning. Kieran goes to lay down. He's like, I think they really love what I did with the place. They're gonna sleep so well.
Oh,
Kieran sleeps well at least.
I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard.
Oh, I didn't mention that there are also like dummies in your room that you can put your armor on and weapon stands so you can set your weapons on things.
You mean mannequin?
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Dummy.
Oran,
You hold my armor.
my armor, dummy.
I make two unseen servants hold my armor all night
All
instead
night.
of resting it on the mannequin. Just make them do it. They're mindless. They're not real.
I should have known. I was so excited about the spell. I should have known that you guys would just take my excitement and just like throw it in the garbage and then light it on fire and then pee on it.
I will say this is an awesome spell, though.
It's a great
Fantastically
spell.
done.
Very cool. Yep.
Very
It
cool.
allows us to rest in the safety of anywhere.
I had never heard of it before either. What's it called? Mage's Magnificent Mansion. I like the name.
Yeah.
Too. That's cool.
I have wanted this spell for Kieran since like early on, and I wasn't sure if I would get it because I couldn't remember early on if I would get 7th level spells or not. And I wasn't going to take it at first because I was like, it's such a good spell for Kieran. But then I thought, well, there's other stuff I should take. And Jason's like, do you realize where you're at and how useful like safe
That would
shelter
be.
could be?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? That's a good point. I'm going to take it.
Out of curiosity, I mean, and this is not a criticism, how early does a normal sorcerer, like an unchained sorcerer, get level 7 spells? I'm just curious, like at what level would they normally hit it?
13th level.
13th. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm 13th. No, sorry, 14th. I'm 14th caster level.
Okay.
So then we have 28 servants. All right, even better.
Even better.
Even better. So yeah, 14th level I believe is when they would get access to 7th level spells.
Yep.
Okay.
So if I had been a good caster by 17th
That was not
level,
a criticism. I'm just curious.
I know.
Would have been helpful in the Underdark, but it's fine. It's fine.
Great.
What do you have against my tiny hut?
Your tiny hut. Jessup's tiny
Come
hut.
on.
Jessup conjures his tiny hut in his room just so that he feels useful.
The animals in the dummy don't have to look at me.
Like, it's too cold in here. I want it to be 75 degrees. Yeah, so.
Awesome spell. Fantastic.
Yeah, I really like the flavor of this spell. So.
Yeah. That's cool. And you get to kind of design it the way you want. You know, that's cool.
It does it, like, when we leave, is it still summons there? So if, like, we leave, go do some more combat, come back to it, can we still access it? Or as soon as we leave and shut it, then it dismisses?
It does not say. It says it is dismissible, so I'm assuming that it would still be there if we leave and come back.
So you hypothetically only have to cast this spell every other day then?
I mean, if we're only resting for 8 hours, then you would cast it, rest for 8 hours, and then you could adventure for, what, like 10 hours? 12 hours? And then come back and rest for 3.
What if we miscount and we get locked in there when the spell just runs out?
Like, I don't know, you're probably like shunted out of it or something.
No, you
but,
just all die.
oh, that's terrifying. You do get stuck in this extra dimensional plane.
Dangerous spell.
Yeah. But I would say, like, we might be able to use it more than once, but it's not a big deal. Like, I have how many castings of? I have 3 level 7 spells a day, so
Ooh. Well, be careful.
I can always.
That could be a couple level 6s too, if you need them.
Yeah.
If
yeah.
other safe camping conjuration spells provide insight to how it might work, some of them have text which says when it ends, you're just shunted out.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Like Sylvan Hideaway says that. I think Secure Shelter says that as well.
Yeah. So, yeah. So that'll be our evening, and hopefully everybody will have a good night's rest. And no, I didn't actually give Oran a stone slab, so you can have a nice bed.
She has that written down. Don't lie.
It's a stone slab.
All you dwarves sleep the same. Stone slabs.
Right.
You guys like the rocks, right? Because you're rock people?
Because you're rock people?
You live in the dirt, right? You
Hilarious.
like it, right?
To be fair, he does literally turn into a rock elemental.
That is true.
That's true.
I have to turn into a rock elemental to get some sleep.
So you
All
guys
right.
each wake up the next morning, and there's an unseen servant just standing next to your bed, staring at you as you
Oh,
sleep.
God. That's horrifying.
I think we all take a level of exhaustion. That seems fair.
Yeah, like a great idea.
They're just there to wait on you when you wake up.
So, yeah, you all are in there. You get a full night's rest. Nobody has to worry about keeping watch for the enemy because you are in a safe mansion. And you can wake up the next day, have a lavish breakfast, and when you are ready, you can exit the mansion and return to this little training arena.
And a whole army's waiting for us.
You see Xerxes there, all of her commanders, Xanathura's here, a bunch of gargoyles.
The
Oh,
bounty
boy.
hunter.
Yeah, Kaal and Shakib and his mithril golem, all of them are here.
Shakib O'Neeb. That's all I can think of when you say that name. I just think his name is
O'Neeb.
Shakib O'Neeb. Yeah, so I'm gonna, for the next day, I know we'll go through all our buffs and stuff. I'm gonna cast Heightened Awareness on myself, since that'll last all the day. And Gideon's got his plethora of buffs. Obviously, fastidiousness for Kieran, it's a necessity.
Kieran.
Yeah, and then, Unshakable Zeal.
Might as well. We do it all.
Yes.
Aha!
I like that spell a lot.
How much time do we have, do we think?
I would say, like, I'm assuming we probably didn't spend, like, all 28 hours in here. So
Well, I guess my thing was when we leave, because I haven't used the spell yet, but I could always do Spectral Scout if you guys want, and I can have that go up the stairs and scout out and then come back and tell us what it sees.
Ooh. Can it go through the doors too?
Well, it says the shape of any tiny or smaller animal of my choice, so I could probably do a mouse or something. That can get through anything.
Ooh. Yeah, I like that idea.
The only thing I wasn't sure on was if it actually has to return to me to talk, or if it can relay what it sees being away from me. I'm assuming it has to talk to me, but...
You talk ghost? Oh, can't be understood by others, so it's just like... Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it communicates verbally.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, we can give that a whirl. I mean, they probably know we're here anyway, but hopefully you can come back and tell us and go to
I love that you added the
That's
copyright
a copyright.
notice.
That's what I was laughing about. I scrolled down and I'm like, he got all the copyright information.
Yeah, that's also.
I don't want to do anything. Yeah, it wasn't my idea for that spell.
Wait a minute, that comes from Fangs of War. That's Iron Fang, isn't
Yep.
it? That's
Oh,
book
well, there-
3, book
Yep,
2?
that is book 2.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, he stole the whole book. He's read ahead. He knows
The
what's
whole
going on.
shebang. You should see the spell I got for book 6.
Wait a minute.
Exactly.
Wait.
Yeah.
That was in the book? Did somebody use that against us?
Nope. There was an item that had that attached to it, though.
Interesting.
Oh. And we never got it then, presumably?
I don't remember if it was like the book said, here is an item, or if it was like, you find this item. I don't remember. But it wasn't a very good item.
No.
No. Yeah, so I think this is a good idea, Jessup. Make like
Okay.
a mouse or a
Do it.
spider or something.
Yeah, something small or something that could fly, I
Spiders
guess.
are
I
not
don't
an
know.
animal. They are a vermin.
Whatever.
That seems like a really weird.
A jellyfish?
Jellyfish.
It just flops around.
Bam. What do your jellyfish eyes
So I guess what would can anybody think of a better idea than a mouse? I mean, maybe something that
Jellyfish
could fly
are
like
also vermin.
a little bird.
Oh.
What about a little bird?
Yeah?
Let's look up tiniest animal in the world and make it one of them.
like a mongoose, please?
Etruscan shrew.
Here you go.
Oh, a
That's what we
naked mole
summoned.
rat.
Naked
A pig-
mole rat. No
Make
eyes.
it a pygmy.
Go for it.
Just how Jessup sleeps, everything he summons will be naked.
What about an axolotl? Axolotl.
Axolotl. Doesn't that need water? I don't know if
Oh,
that would be
that's an
good going
amphibian.
upstairs.
That's probably...
Yeah, I guess Jessup will probably. There could be a better choice, but Jessup's going with his first instinct. He's going mouse.
I think
Okay.
mouse is good.
Good idea.
Jessup will do a mouse, and a faint color he will do yellow, 'cause that's his favorite color. And yeah, so he'll just let that go, Jason. I guess we were saying we wanted to go Jay, the stairs. Is that right?
Okay.
Or do we want to have him maybe run over this direction first that we haven't explored? Oh, actually, these doors though.
Oh, there.
It's up to you. I will say that the doors here are like flush with all the sides. Like if you open one, it could go through, but the doors aren't going to open automatically for a mouse.
There are no holes in the wall.
But it's incorporeal. Can it go through the doors?
That checks out.
It's not ethereal. You have to be in. I think you have to be ethereal to go through.
I don't know.
Right?
It says incorporeal has no physical
Let's
body.
see. It might be. Ethereal and incorporeal are very similar.
An incorporeal creature can enter or pass through solid objects but must remain adjacent to the object's exterior and so cannot pass entirely through an object whose space is larger than its own.
Ah.
So it could like peek its head through?
No, it's saying that if the door is too thick, if the door is thicker than a mouse's body, it wouldn't be able to move through.
Everyone knows these are solid paper doors. Okay?
Paper thin.
Paper thin doors. They're like the Japanese doors that you see.
Yeah.
They're just like paper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess just for funsies, I'll have, because it's 10 minutes per level, I'll maybe have it run over this way, Jason, first around this side. Just check out to see what's on the opposite side of the door. Come back and tell us. And then that way we can always open it if we want. And then big part's going up Jay.
Okay, so you have it, you open the door to the north there and have it run around the corner. And do you have it like, because you have to communicate verbally for to learn anything. So how far are you like having it go in, right? Like you don't.
I guess I would communicate it that there's doors here. So I want it to go around to this section we haven't seen to get basically to what these double doors are on the other side. And then come back and tell me what it sees throughout this entire black area.
Okay. So it runs around the corner there, and about, a minute goes by. It's looking around, and then it comes back, and it says, "Yep, it's just stairs. Stairs go down."
I thought the stairs went up. Which stairs? The J stairs or the black part?
Stairs go down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Stairs go down.
Can you go? Are these down or upstairs, Jay?
Those are upstairs.
Okay. Well, can you go upstairs and tell me what you see?
Yeah, okay. So he starts running up the stairs.
Jessup thinks to himself, next time he summons a mouse, I want it to sound like Boston accent for no particular reason.
I was expecting more like Mickey Mouse. Was the voice? Oh, those stairs go down. Oh boy. Oh boy. The stairs go down.
We'll learn about later.
Wow. No.
Sorry.
So this actually takes several minutes before the mouse eventually comes back, mainly because it's a lot of stairs. You don't know that, but it is a lot of stairs. But after several minutes, it does return, and it says, large room, very bright, very lights all over, colors, everything. That's it.
Did you see any potential enemies or anything else?
No.
Yep, well, Jessup will relay that, and, well, guess our little friend here says there's nothing to be afraid of, except for me, because there's lights, and I have to squint. So, shall we go up the stairs?
I don't know. Didn't he say there's a thing that says stairs go down?
Around here, I believe.
Yeah, around the corner outside. There's a set of stairs.
I mean, we can walk around. We can walk around to here and then see for ourselves, and then just have them go down the stairs.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
So yeah, we'll just try to undiscover this ourselves, Jason.
Okay. So you guys go over there.
Ho, don't go that way. Ho.
And you see
Oh my.
a large set of stairs going downwards.
Honestly, not what I was expecting.
Nor was I. So now I'm curious what the other side of those other doors were.
Looks like we're going back around.
I send up there.
And we go back around.
Yeah, what I'll do is I will send the mouse downstairs to check out and tell him we're basically going to go back around this side so to meet us in the room we were already in when he was summoned.
Ho, I'll be right back. Ho.
So it goes down, and another few minutes go by, and it comes back, and it says, smaller room, many people, statues, big chair, more stairs go down. That's it.
Choices, gang. Gideon being our resident door opener and stair leader. I suppose the stairmaster, the choice de facto falls to you.
He'll position we go this way, and he'll open the door if there's no one.
Did Kieran go back with... Oh, there he is.
It's all right.
I thought you were going to gather your 28 servants.
Nope, they're
All right.
still in the house.
Okay.
So you come up to this door, and this one you actually have to use the key to press it and unlock the door, and it opens, and you see
Azersi!
a room here, and let me get to that area so I can describe the room for you. So you see that in this room at the very back there is a large bed. It's next to a plush chair and an armoire filled with I guess you wouldn't know what's inside of it quite yet, but otherwise it is a fairly bleak room. There's not a whole lot of light in here. The only item that really breaks the monotony of these onyx walls around you is a large tapestry in the one wall that has the Iron Fang Legion's coat of arms woven into its thick fabric. The room seems currently empty. The bed, it looks from where you're at, it's stuffed with large feathers. You can see that there's little feather things peeking out from the sides and covered in what looks like you would guess some sort of silk sheet and some large pelt. It appears that the room has been unused for some time.
I didn't think to do this with these other rooms, but can we just have gone through the dresser and look for any sort of information or paperwork or documentation, anything?
Yeah, so there was nothing in the other three rooms. Are you is that your way of saying can we take 20 in the room, or
I
What do you,
don't know. I guess I would ask everybody else, but I kind of would like to, I don't know, just I could do like a surface check to see, and then if something looks promising, then maybe take 20, but maybe just like look at in the desk or whatever and see if there's anything important.
Taking 20 is going to be fine with me. How long can it take to search an area like this, Jace?
If the four of you are working together and taking 20, I guess it would depend on where you're looking, because not all of your perceptions are the same, but generally speaking, I think if you're going rules as written, it would be 2 minutes per square. So if there's 4, 8, it'd maybe take like half an hour to do a take 20 level of searching, because you're inspecting everything thoroughly at that point. Like you're looking under the bed, you're looking between the sheets, you're looking in each of the drawers, you're checking for like hidden drawers inside the drawers, you're checking everything. So that's up to you.
Does this seem like this would be a Xerxes room where we would want to do like a very thorough check? It does kind of feel like it would be an important room, right?
Could have been the room for the main chick here. It was Xerxes' friend, right?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Gideon will go in. He'll take a quick look around. If it seems like there's something of import, he'll spend longer.
We could send the mouse in, could we?
Ho
Ho ho.
ho ho.
Oh,
Oh,
I
natural
stand
one.
ready. Ho ho.
okay.
Your natural one's probably still better than my roll. Let's see. Perception. Yep, 21.
So natural 1 for a 32 perception. So your quick look around, as I said, all the same descriptions as before. You kind of open up the armoire to look inside, and you see a variety of outfits. There's some Multhuni uniforms, and it goes all the way to the other end to the finely tailored but austere suits and gowns. The rest of the room is very subdued, very utilitarian, occupied mostly by, there's a bookshelf, and in the corner right next to you that you wouldn't have really easily seen from outside is a desk overflowing with, as you open it, it looks like military dispatches.
Ooh, I want to take a look at those.
Okay. You take a couple. They're all written in Goblin.
Okay.
So if you read that, you can, again, they just look to be like military dispatches. They're commands for, this unit goes here, this unit is under this individual's command, and it's just a general structure. You'd have to take quite a bit more time to read through all of them thoroughly to see if there's anything actually useful here. There are quite a few military dispatches here, but you could do that if you want.
No, I'm not going to do that now, but I'm going to put them in the bag of holding.
Okay. Yeah, other than that, quick look around, you don't see anything else of interest. I guess you would notice that the pelt on the bed is a manticore pelt, for what that's worth.
Oddly specific.
The bed is actually very expensive. If you were to estimate Kieran with his fine noble's taste, you think that you could probably sell this bed for like 1,500 gold pieces on its own.
Okay,
We're
he
taking
puts
it with
the bed
us.
in the bag of holding.
Bag of holding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the manticore pelt is another 400 gold, though.
Oh, wow.
Well, that would fit. It's just a
Yeah.
pelt.
Yeah.
If
No
you want to
problem.
steal somebody's pelt.
Yeah. No,
Stinks
I
of
will
hobgoblin.
not worry about that. If we survive this, I'm sure we won't have to worry about money for a while.
I feel like every nation should pay us a huge
seriously.
portion for saving them.
Seriously. So really the only thing left that we have on this floor is in this room.
I will go there.
All right. You guys all go over to this other room, the only remaining room here,
I'm scared.
and you open up the door and let me
Jessup, hold me.
go back to my reveal.
Oh, I probably should have casted my mirror images.
Why didn't we send the mouse? I almost said rat. In.
Well, you'd have to open the door to send the mouse in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like a crack.
They'll never notice that.
And reveal. You see that this room is almost like honeycombed with bookshelves. They're all over the walls. And it's crowded with scrolls in various rainbow-colored hues of the paper. And it's all filling this, what appears to be like a huge library sort of area here. There's a single corner of the room that is piled with pillows, and you see like notes scrawled on the walls.
Notes written in Goblin?
They are not written in Goblin. They are written in... Are you walking up to the notes to take a closer inspection on them?
Well, I want to check to see if there's any traps. Don't trust it. Detect magic. Is there any magic?
If you detect magic, there isn't really anything magical in this room.
Okay.
It looks like all of the scrolls and such are not magical scrolls. They are like actual like research level scrolls.
Okay. Perception is a 31.
Okay. You don't see any traps?
Okay. Then I will begin walking up to where the notes are.
All right. The notes are kind of all along the wall where the pillows are. And you can see that these are nice silken, fluffy pillows. But as you get up close to the notes, they're not written in like a language so much as they are like arcane sigils and markings. Kind of like what you would expect to see in like a wizard's spell book sort of a thing. If you were to take time to look at them more deeply, you might be able to get some information about what all they're doing. But that's the general, the gist of what those notes are that you can get just at a glance.
Interesting. Is there anything else of note in here that would be interesting?
Plenty of books, plenty of scrolls, and like I said, the notes around here. You'd have to spend time to actually look around, though. Just a quick glance, there's nothing else besides all of that, basically.
Is there any weird stonework?
No, doesn't seem to be. I mean, the notes are scratched into the wall itself, if you consider that to be weird.
Secret passages. I reach out and I touch the notes.
Oh no, why?
Speak, friend, and enter.
Okay. You touch the notes, nothing happens.
I recite the notes.
Oh, Lord.
So you're actually taking time to like deeply look at what the notes are?
Yes.
Okay. You take a couple minutes to decipher these. It's pretty difficult because you find that these sigils and everything, the work here is extraordinarily high level arcane stuff. You find that they contain a wealth of information on various conjuration and evocation magic, as well as what you would assume to be experimentation done on artificial ley lines performed by the original creators of the vault.
Interesting. That's way above Sarah's head.
So is that to assume that could have been the information that the Nagas was using to change the ley lines?
You would be able to piece together that the ley lines are definitely connected to the spell that is going on. It is probably these research notes that led or were used to devise this spell that is going on. But yeah, like I said, it takes you a while because these notes are dense, they are technical, and for anyone who, like, for most mortals, they would be quite a bit over your head. But luckily, all of you are pretty attuned to magic in various ways. So with the four of you combined, your arcane and divine expertise combined are able to get the majority of these. But you realize that even with these little notes scratched on the surface, it's kind of like of the wall. It's kind of like, this is just like top level. Like, this could go way deeper. This is just surface level knowledge even.
What's here? What's this area? Right here in the middle.
There's nothing there.
What area?
It's just the walls.
The middle.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's nothing there, Josh. It's just
Right here.
the middle
the
of the
secret-
tower.
There's
No,
nothing
no,
else
this-
there.
All right, clearly we have to start pulling books because
Gideon-
it's a hit.
Gideon's
You've
gonna
explored
start
the whole area.
Nah, Gideon's gonna look over here. He's gonna spend some time. I'll roll a perception check for a secret door.
But Gideon, there looks to be space over here too.
Yeah, he'll look over there too.
So do you want to take 20 in this room?
That's gonna take forever. This room.
It's going to take a long time.
Yeah, it's just hard because, like, we don't have any other options than going upstairs and facing Xanathura, which,
So I say let's take a 20 on both of these rooms. Spend some time.
okay.
Half an hour over here and what? An hour over here, Jace?
I'd say this room itself would be an hour and a half because this is a lot of notes, a lot of books, and you'd have to be pretty thorough to find anything of use.
Everyone okay?
Yeah, go for it, bud.
Sure. We're not splitting the party,
All right.
so.
Should we have somebody, like, keep watch? Not the spell keep watch, but, like, keep
that'd
an
be
eye
smart.
out for if Xanathura starts coming down or if somebody starts popping in here. Or...
It's up to you.
I'll say my mouse has got about, almost 3 hours on it. We probably only spent 30 minutes so far, so...
Oh, the hobgoblins are
I
coming.
guess in theory we could have him...
Hobgoblins are coming! The hobgoblins are coming!
We could have him come over here and just say if he sees anybody coming up the stairs to run back and warn us real quick.
Okay. His movement speed is 10 feet per round.
Oh gosh, I just continually keep casting haste on him, so all my spells are gone for the whole day.
All of your haste spells for going the mouse.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
All right. So, you guys take basically 2 hours worth of time to search both of these rooms. We'll start in the room that you're currently in. These notes, again, very dense. All of these scrolls, the more you read, the more confusing it gets. This magic is not of Golarion, obviously. You're not on Golarion. This magic was created by beings far more ancient than perhaps Golarion itself. It's extraordinarily difficult to understand anything that is being written here. But after a while, Gideon, you're actually looking around. You decide, after looking through a couple of these books, you're like, I have no clue what's going on here. So you switch over and you go to like where the pillows are. And you find a couple of loose pages of notes underneath the pillows. You pull one of them out, and these are actually written in like a regular language that you recognize. And as you look at these, it seems to be not notes written by these ancient beings, but notes written by whoever is being in this room. These are Xanathura's notes. And you find one particular journal page that is torn out and kind of shoved into the corner. And you start reading it and you realize that this is a pretty, as the book would say, it is a damning admission of mind control.
Oh,
Bum, bum, bum.
we got evidence, boys.
If you will move over to the handouts, I guess I can just show this to you. So it's written in a language that you can understand, but it is written in cursive, so it is still difficult to read.
I can try to read
So
it.
a language that I don't understand.
Yeah, it's legible. It's not that bad.
It's
Yeah,
not that bad.
So it says, why must Azersi be so frustratingly limited in sight, the one being in all this world who functions on my level with such an astonishing breadth of knowledge and insight, and she is forever limited by such childish ambitions? Rule a nation of hobgoblins? Why not run a kennel for all of the fulfillment that will give her? Godhood is the only true goal for those who mastered life as mortals, and I am so tantalizingly close. I must test the transposition engine. I know it will prove all my theories on Xeomorn geomancy and lines of power. I know it, but my general is so frustratingly limited in sight and so stymied by prudence. I fear that in the heat of argument last night, I fell on old habits and shifted her opinion on the matter with magic. But what is the harm in one exercise of influence when one is correct, and she would have agreed with me eventually? She will thank me for helping her see reason when we are goddesses of this vault. Interesting. What is the Xeomorn geomancy? What is the transposition engine? Is that the thing that's bringing this plane to... That's probably what's bringing this plane to Golarion, right?
Yeah, over the rest of the hour that you spend in this particular room, with that note kind of aiding your search, you begin trying to find specifics on this information. You find that Xeomorns are the creatures that built these vaults. And you learn that Xeomorns were divided into two, basically, castes. There were the vault builders and the vault keepers. And you realize that the Zaguch, the seventh facet that you fought, he was a vault keeper. And vault keepers are significantly weaker than vault builders. You realize that the transposition engine is essentially Xanathura's spell that is redirecting the artificial ley lines within this vault in order to rip it out and transpose it onto Galarian.
It still baffles me, I guess, and maybe she's just going a little crazy with it, but if she kills everyone, who's she going to be a goddess of?
Well, that makes sense for someone from the perspective on Galarian, but in the context of the multiverse and how many planes of existence there are, yeah, Galarian's cool and all, but a small price to pay in the grand scheme of an infinite cosmos.
Yeah, you don't even have to go to another plane. Technically, there's other planets.
Yeah, like Castriel and like there's other planets in our solar system that are fully populated, teeming with life.
So we need to take this with us because we could potentially prove to Azersi that she's been tampered with.
I agree. I guess just a question to ask is how do we prove that she wrote it and we didn't write it?
You could give it back to one of her generals.
And we could go back to her place and see if we can't confirm any of her handwriting somewhere.
This is Xanathura's place.
I was going to say, this has got Xanathura's stuff all over it.
After you search, you realize that these pillows are basically her bed, and it's actually reminiscent to the bed of the simulacrum that you fought way back in Book 4.
Even she has a comfier bed than Oran.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we would have written this because, like, how would we know about the transposition engine and Xeomorph geomancy? Like, I feel like that's stuff that we
Kieran doesn't know about that stuff.
You just read the notes. That's how you'd know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like there's too much personal stuff in this note for us to have just made it up.
The other room then, Jace.
Okay. So you move over, and for the remaining half hour or so of your 2-hour investigation, you go to the other room and you're looking through the dispatches, or at least one of you is looking through the dispatches. The others are investigating the room, and the room is bare. There is really nothing interesting here, except at one point, one of you looks behind the dresser, and at first doesn't look like there's anything interesting, right? It's just a plain old wall. But then, Oran, you're looking at it at a slight angle, and you're just like, yeah, it's a wall, but that is a very slight protrusion right there at the base. And it takes a dwarven keen eye to notice the, DC 46 perception check required to notice this small switch behind the dresser in the wall. But you do notice it.
Indeed.
There is something here.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you press the switch?
Of course.
Yes, I detect magic first. Is it magical? Is it going to explode upon us?
It does not look to be like a magical switch. Okay. You press the switch and boom, you see
Haha!
the wall opens up and reveals a hidden door.
How did you do that? How did you get the S to just appear?
I had to do some finagling.
I can imagine that was a pain in the butt.
He's like, that was actually really.
Yeah, because when I did this map, I was like, oh, I can't hide the GM stuff. That's not a big deal. And then I saw the S and I was like, that's going to be a problem.
Interesting. All right, let's... Oh, I'm so scared, guys. Oh, this is so scary.
It's not scary. I barge in.
Listen at the door, okay.
Gideon kicks the door open.
24 to listen at the door.
I'll listen at the door.
I'll hang back and stretch.
And you don't hear anything.
Our gods will protect us. Gideon opens the door.
I mean, one of the 26 has to be watching.
You go to open the door and it's locked. You press the key that you were given on the door and it does not open. This is super special access door.
Bum.
Kieran says, please?
Can we bypass the security protocol? Do we have a hacker?
Just call me database, and Oran cracks his knuckles.
Yes.
Everyone knows dwarves are super technologically advanced.
Amazing.
I mean, you have the standard options. You could try to disable device the door. You could try to smash the door down. You have options. But it appears that you don't have the level of access that you would need in order to get through this door.
Can I stone cunning the door to see if it's got some stuff? Some special mechanisms?
No, it's not any different than the other doors that you have. It's just your key is not working on it. It's otherwise the same door.
It's not attuned to the proper frequency to open the said door.
Can I dimension door?
You try.
I shall beat your door with my better door. I don't know if I dare though, because then I'll probably dimension.
Yeah, what if you
door
like ended up inside of a table or something? Like,
lot of-
cut in half!
There's a lot of things that could go very bad with that choice.
It's up
Yeah.
to you.
I say, why don't y'all stare at it for a little while, see if you can't UMD it open or spellcraft it or something.
UMD?
Stone to flesh!
Yeah,
We make it a flesh door, and then we cut our way in.
that is an option.
Well, I guess we can let Jessup try to pick it.
Pick the door.
I don't know if I could, but
Oh, it's
sure.
a magic lock? Is that right? It's a magic
Yeah, it's
lock?
an arcane lock.
Oh.
Aw.
It still is. You can still use disable device. It's just the DC is very high. Is all.
Oh.
I don't think I could barely even hit 35 on my disable device because
Oh.
every time I tried, it was never good enough. Even like levels ago, so I just said screw it.
Well,
I stopped
disable
it.
device is one that you can take 20 on. Usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Ain't
So,
no
I mean,
reason
it-
not to try.
It's up to you. Like there. I don't know if there's buffs that you have that do anything against disable device. It might not.
no,
be.
just normally my my typical buffs that just give pluses to just skills, but I can maybe get it to a 40, but that's about it, and that's with taking a 20.
Yeah, it's up to you.
What's it hurt?
Yeah, just try it.
Okay.
You telling me Gideon doesn't have like a shoe buckle of unlocking or something?
I'm
that he
looking.
bought
So
for like 40 gold pieces somewhere.
Jerome had one. It was literally just like this door that would just like place this door against a solid surface. It now is an open surface.
I'm sorry, he just
Ta-da!
carried a door with him.
Yeah, it's
everywhere
like
he
this little. Yeah, I'd have to pull up his character sheet to see what it was.
You said you had an Ioun stone. If you're digging deep.
Yeah, I have an Ioun stone that like I would not feel super bad about giving to another person, even though you don't normally share magic items, because this is one that like you can change what it is attuned to each day, you know. So like I move it around anyway.
Oh, I have 2 of those. Yeah, I keep them on my bluff and I believe on my 2 performs. Actually, let me double check what ones I have that too. It's the magenta prism?
Cracked magentas, yeah.
Yeah, I have under my perform dance, which I don't use too often, the magenta prism there, so I could shift that +2 competence bonus over to disable device.
Oh, +2 competence bonus.
Yeah.
So, and then I believe hero is a morale. Yep.
Yep.
So I
hero's
can
morale.
do that, Jason. Yeah. So I can with the thieves' tools, heroism, and switching the Ioun stone would get me a 21, and then taking a 20 would take that to a 41, and that's
Okay.
probably the best I can get.
Circumstance, competence, morale. All right. You go up to the door. You've got all of your things ready. You lay it all out, get yourself prepped, and you start to work on this door. You're kind of trying to use the Masterwork Thieves tools to make a slight gap in the wall, between the door and the wall. However fine it could possibly be, you're just trying to slip something through. And after 2 minutes of attempts, you actually succeed.
What?
Hey.
Oh, wow.
With a disable device DC of 40.
Nice.
What?
Huh. Well, guys, I didn't actually expect that to work. That's the first time I've ever picked a lock successfully.
It was about time, Jessup. You deserved it. All right, looks like it's a hallway.
Yep. When the door opens, you do see a small corridor that goes around and then takes a turn. And as you walk in a little bit, you see that it is a full U-turn going into stairs that lead downwards.
Kieran's going to use an extend rod to cast mirror image.
All right.
On the mouse.
Oh yeah, we
Kieran
could use
casts-
the map.
Kieran casts mirror image. You send the mouse down. Does that spell last for 2 hours?
It is 10 minutes per level. So I believe that equated
So
to
it'd be-
2.83 hours. So
Yeah,
I think we
almost 3
spent
hours.
roughly, what we say, half an hour before we got to this, and then about 1.5 hours to kind of look over everything. Plus, so I mean, I think he's probably got about 20-30 minutes left.
Yeah. All right.
Before we go too deep, though, do we want to use a stone skin just in case we get into a pickle?
No.
I am scared of pickles.
Well, I've already cast tourism on myself, so I do have a little bit of buffs going.
All right, I'm gonna cast Stone Skin Communal. I've got 2,000 diamond dust, so I've got 2 castings of that left.
And does this go up or down?
Down into the depths.
That's odd. Okay.
That's odd. That's odd. Downward stairs are odd.
Yeah.
All right. So you're sending the mouse down first?
Yes, that would be the goal.
Mouse goes down. A couple minutes go by, comes back up, and it says, small room, empty.
I don't like that.
It's a small, empty room, so it sounds like a roll for Gideon.
It's like, bubbling cylinders on a table. That's it.
Sounds like maybe a chemistry workstation? Alchemist table of sorts?
All right, well, I guess we can see if there's more to it than what your mouse may have observed.
Okay, let's go.
Allow me to move us to another map.
No!
You'll notice a square area that you guys were trying to sneak a hidden door into. I told you there's no hidden door. And that is because
But
this
there
is how you get there.
was. It was just on a different floor.
Yep.
So you lied to us.
The stairs come down, and as you come down them, you can see that the stairway opens up into a room. And it's just this single flight of stairs that leads down into this rather stark chamber. Do you go all the way down into the chamber?
After Gideon, I sure do.
All right.
Go get him, champ.
You heard it.
I'll go.
All right. You go into the room, and you can see that there are several intersecting rings of black metal set into the floor around various other tiles of the same material. They're all forming a sort of curling pattern on the ground. And there is a small table on the side with several glass cylinders, all holding a bubbling green fluid. And what you can see from a perspective that the rat could, or the mouse could not, is that these cylinders, each of them have a slithering serpentine kind of creature inside of them. It's almost like they look like maybe miniature nagas. You can also see several maps depicting the wilds of Nirmathos and Malthun that are hanging on the walls.
Kieran wants to look at those maps a little bit, wherever
Okay.
they're at.
Yep, they're over here in the middle of the wall on the I guess this would be the east side.
Kieran, I'm not quite sure with the arcane, but are those test tube baby nagas somehow she growing simulacrums?
I'm not as familiar with that spell. It's not one that I know, but I can certainly take a look at it and see. I'm also curious about these maps. Jason, do these look like current maps? Or when you say like the wilds, do you mean like these are maps from like before civilization had settled in, or?
No, it's just that the maps are more, they're not focused on like settlements, essentially.
Okay.
But as you guys are looking at these maps, you hear movement in the room.
Oh no.
And you look behind you and you see that those rings, those black metal rings in the ground and the tiles next to them start to spin like gears almost. And after a few seconds of them turning in motion here, they actually begin to grind and rise up out of the ground and all coalesce in the corner of the room to form a creature.
No.
And let me show you what this creature looks like.
No.
No.
It's probably scary. Oh, that is
my gosh.
freaking sweet looking. I'm going to die.
What is that thing? Oh my goodness. It's like a sentient armor.
Oh, for those who like Magic the Gathering, it looks like a dark steel colossus.
Huh.
Ha.
Nerd. So, this creature appears, and you can tell that it immediately after it's all the rings, all the tiles form together into this giant, this huge suit of armor. It begins moving in your direction, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
To say hi, right? And give us a nice warm hug. Thank you for coming here.
Oh, it'll give you a hug.
I don't want it to.
Remember, you will not get Hunter's Blessing against this enemy because they are not a hobgoblin.
but you do have the terrain blessing.
They are, in fact, not a hobgoblin. That is correct. All right. So,
Gotta turn my racism off.
22 from Oran.
Oh my goodness, initiatives.
I will put it in there for you.
Jason, mine will be 4 higher from height and awareness.
So, Jessup's at a 32. Oran and Kieran are both at a 22, but Kieran has the high. Oh, no. Oran has the higher initiative bonus.
Get wrecked.
What? No, he doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah,
I have a
7.
10.
Plus 7. Oh, I was looking at Gideon. Aha,
Oh, that makes
Outta
me feel
here.
bad now.
Get out.
I'll just bump you up to
Sarah got
23.
so defensive.
I was so
She was
offended by that.
indignant about that. Like, how dare you?
How dare you say
Even
that?
suggest.
Oran is so much slower than me. Just indignant.
The guy
All right.
wears full stone plate. I have no armor on.
All right, sort this. So, Jessup 32, Gideon 24, Kieran, I'm just going to give 23, and then Oran 22. All right. Round 1 of initiative. Moving first is Jessup.
Ah, this looks terrifying. Quick, let's do squeezing maneuvers.
Like Kegel exercises? Like we're squeezing our butts?
No!
Squeeze through the door.
Oh.
Engage squeezing maneuver.
Oh my gosh.
So Justin was like, squeeze your cheeks, boys. About to get real.
Oh my gosh.
Clench your bottoms and don't let go.
I was gonna say, it's like when you hear him say gird your loins, it's like, squeeze your cheeks.
Every other comment, just has grabbed his pants and just never told you guys.
Right.
Brace yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The consequence of getting old, I guess. Poor guy.
But I'm young at heart now. Actually, it's the opposite. I'm old at heart and young in body, but... Whew.
Activate Kegels.
All right, Jessup is going to... Ah, gosh, what do we want to do?
You know, I'm glad that we met. You know, a fun set of circumstances to play.
Ah, man, I don't know if I want to move. Yeah, I'm going to try to move over. I guess we'll hope for the best. So, Jessup is going to move over and ready in action to cast haste. Get ready, gang. Kieran, get over here. But he will inspire courage at least. So he will move action, swift action, inspire courage, and ready in action for haste.
All right.
As soon as everybody's in range.
Brings us to Gideon.
I'm going to wait for haste, so I'll delay.
Okay, delay. Brings us to Kieran.
Okay, Kieran will move to be in range of haste.
All right.
Okay, haste goes off.
So that will change Jessup's initiative to be 24, so he'll go just before Kieran. And Gideon
I
will
delayed.
be able to act right after Kieran. So, okay. So Kieran, you move up, haste goes off. Anything else?
I will cast a bull's strength just for the fun of it.
Okay. After Kieran, we have Gideon.
I'm going to wait for it to come to us.
Okay, so you're delaying for it further.
Yeah,
okay.
well, no, I mean, I'm just delaying, so I don't
Okay.
need to specify. I'll just
Gotcha,
I'll let you know.
Okay. So skipping over to Oran.
No, I don't know what to do. Cheeks are clenched. We are good to go. I'm gonna begin casting a spell.
Okay. You begin casting a spell. That brings us to the creature's turn.
I'll if he goes to start casting, sorry,
Oh.
I'll go up so that he doesn't get hit.
Okay.
I'll act.
All right. So Gideon is going to go after Oran.
Yep. We'll move in. I think that will maybe provoke, but we'll expend a swift action to cast Braced so that I don't.
Okay.
And actually, if we're gonna do that, I might as well get to an ideal circumstance here. Let's do that. Is there anything here? Like, is this just a wall?
Yeah, it's just a wall at the side there.
So we'll run over to that side of him.
Okay. Swift action, move action.
Go all the way into the corner. And then we'll just take one attack, I guess.
Okay. Roll your attack.
We have Inspire Courage.
Yes.
Yep. Inspire, haste.
Forgot to monster alert like a bad bard.
Oh, 27.
27. 27 is not going to hit.
What?
So that is Gideon's turn.
Yep.
brings us to the creature. Creature's not even going to move. You came right to it.
Yep.
Oh boy.
So the creature's going to take 2 slams at you. So, slam number 1 is a 57.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, buddy. Oh, buddy. That's gonna.
Why did you go to the corner?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I've been thinking right now. I'm thinking, wow, should have been here.
Why?
We're gonna have a lot of flanking set up for this side, though, guys. Let's think of the positives.
It really goes down in one turn.
The goal was to set up flanking. I did not realize the damage, sir.
I almost want Sarah to come take a look at the second die I rolled.
You rolled a nat 20,
I
didn't you?
rolled a natural 20.
All right. Well, you know.
That's not good.
Like, me coming and looking at it, like, doesn't mean that you didn't fudge it. Because you could have just,
Yeah,
like,
doesn't
set it on
mean-
the 20.
This is
and
true.
been like,
This
come
is
look
true.
at
Hey,
it.
come look at it. Come look at it.
Hey, look.
So I think we've established he fudged it. So
See,
go ahead and
he
re-roll.
fudged it.
Yep, go ahead and re-roll.
I almost wish I did, because now I have to calculate this, but to confirm,
You might not need to.
yeah, I made a 50 to confirm.
Okay, so let's remember. I've got a lot of things. Now
Yeah, I
you need to
know.
roll for the percentage here.
So you rolling, or you having me roll? Who's rolling the? It's a D100.
I don't
right?
care. So yeah, it's a D100. I've got moderate, so it should be a 50%. You set the numbers before I click this.
Yeah. So if it's 50%, that means 1 to 50, you successfully negate the crit. 51 to 100, it still hit the crit still happens.
Okay.
Okay. You negate
I have
the
gotten
crit.
my mileage out of that.
You
Like,
have no idea.
That was a 23. 23 for everybody
negating
listening.
that crit was.
yeah, I have gotten my mileage out of that decision. It definitely has served me a lot better than a few, +1, +2 armor class.
Let's just say that you took what would have been 102 points of damage on that crit
Oh my lord.
and turned it into 48. But
Wow.
you did get hit by the first attack. So you take 45 followed by 48. And here's the thing. Your DR is adamantine, right?
It's gonna bypass.
It bypasses that.
Oh,
All right,
no.
so what is it then? 45 and 48?
45 and 48. So that comes out to 93 damage.
Oh, yes.
And yeah, that'll be its turn. It is very good that you negated that crit.
Yes, it is.
Moving on to the top of round 2. Back to you, Jessup.
All right, well, now that some of us have almost certainly died, let's see what we got here. So, all right, so I already have haste out there. Oh, yes. First, I'm going to start off with the monster lore, because I already forgot after I said it
Oh, good.
2 seconds ago.
Nice.
All right.
I'm going to take a nat 20 because I'm a dirtbag. Just tell me which one I need to add the bonuses to.
Sure, this will be a Knowledge Arcana.
All right, my Arcana is a 19. Oh, actually, well, it didn't matter. I was about to say, I have what I just cast. I have Investigative Mind. I'll take a nat 20 or a nat 20, Jason.
All right. That gets you a total of a
39.
39. All right. So 39, and the DC is 10 plus the CR. So you succeed and you bypass it enough to get. So you get 3 pieces of info about this creature. What would you like to know?
How is Gideon going to die?
All right. So just the baseline stuff. You get this. This doesn't consume one of your questions, but you identify this huge construct of black metal, spiked armor is an adamantine golem. It is a neutral huge construct, CR 19. And so 3 pieces of information.
I guess I'm going to go with, can you tell me what its most lethal ability is?
All right.
Or what you would think would be like the biggest thing that we would want to know this thing can do?
A crit would hurt.
So as far as like lethal ability goes, it does have an ability called Destructive Strike, and adamantine golems slam attacks threaten a critical on a 19 or 20. In addition, whenever it scores a critical hit, it deals 6d10 plus 13 points of damage to the target's armor or shield, in addition to its normal damage, as if it had made a successful Sunder combat maneuver.
Neato. Okay, can you give us defenses?
So, standard construct trait stuff. standard immune to magic. There's specific interactions there if you want. I guess I'll give you it has a defensive ability known as indestructible, and it has DR. It would be another question to get exactly what the DR is. I'll give you the indestructible ability. So an adamantine golem is nearly impossible to destroy. Even if reduced below 0 hit points, it continues to restore hit points as time goes on, and until it is above 0 hit points. It can only permanently be destroyed if reduced to negative hit points and then decapitated using an adamantine vorpal weapon. Alternatively, a miracle or wish can be used to slay it while it is at negative hit points.
Could you feasibly just keep hitting at it, though, to keep it, suppressed from coming back alive?
Yeah, you could keep hitting it to keep it below 0, if you wanted to go that route.
Okay, can you just give us the exact DR?
Ready for this? It's going to be fun. 2 parts. 2 fun parts of this. First part, DR 15. Second part, it's epic. DR 15 epic.
What's that mean?
So, epic DR is the highest DR you can get other than the DR that just can't be bypassed. I believe you need a +6 weapon to bypass epic DR.
Right.
Or mythic powers.
I have both of those, so I wouldn't even worry about it. We're good.
Okay, sweet.
So this thing basically is just taking a -15 to everything.
Yeah.
Cool. Gideon, you might not want to be standing there.
No, I don't think I would like to be there.
Yeah, so just for your understanding, if you were to use the craft construct feat to create an adamantine golem, 1, you'd have to be caster level 20. 2, it would be 600,000 gold to do it. 3, the requirements are craft construct, the crushing hand spell, the chaos or quest spell, the heal spell, the stone skin spell, and the wish spell, and then the DC is 35. So making these is very expensive. 4,000 pounds of adamantine, mithril, gold, platinum, and other metals.
So to kill it though, if it is made to be below 0 hit points, it says a wish or a miracle. Would that cost the crazy amount of gold dust or gold whatever to do?
It would cost whatever it takes to cast the spells.
Right. Because some of the you can use them to dupe lower level things or do similar abilities, and some cost money and some don't cost money.
I'm not sure.
All right. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I guess so. Jessup is going to turn to the other two, and this thing is going to be probably one of the strongest things we've ever faced together, and Gideon is trapped in a corner with it. Kieran, might as well go all out. Brilliant inspiration. Go slashy, because you get magic.
Yeah.
Have at you. And Jessup will at least 5-foot step. Well, he'll actually move up to Kieran, cast the spell, and he will keep his... No, so we've determined, right, because my sonic damage does not do anything to it, correct?
If it's magic, then no, it wouldn't do it.
Then I will actually let my... I'm going to drop performance and let it linger for 2 rounds.
Okay.
No use wasting them, I guess.
All right. Sounds good. Anything else?
I'm good.
That brings us to Kieran.
All right, I also want to roll a knowledge arcana on this thing.
All right, go ahead and roll your knowledge arcana.
37.
37 is enough to get 2 pieces of information.
All right, the main thing I want to know is the spell interaction with this golem.
All right. So again, like all golems, it's immune to any spell that allows for spell resistance, except a transmute metal to wood spell slows an adamantine golem for 1d4 rounds, during which time its damage reduction is reduced to DR 15 adamantine.
Wow.
Great. That's gonna help.
Yeah. I thought it was so funny when I read that. It's it reduces it to still be really high.
Those are such obscure spells when you're fighting
to begin
golems.
with.
It's
right, to begin
wow.
with.
You need a druid for that sort of thing, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or Brandon's filthy exploiter wizard that can just swap out spells.
Why'd you
On
have to
the
say it
fly.
like that?
Why'd you say filthy?
Yeah, I don't know.
He was dirty.
He was,
I was about as clean as Kieran. Maybe
He
not
kept the body of the monk in the study with him in the chair for experiment.
Well, because he had the necklace of gentle repose, didn't he?
Something like that, yeah. Or it was the rune amulet thing. Yeah.
I think it was the amulet that his body didn't decompose. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what the Sahedron medallion was gentle repose. So yeah. Okay, so
and you have
there's
one more question.
There's no spell that makes him stronger.
It doesn't look like it. No.
Okay. One more question.
One more question.
Can we win?
I'll tell you, you've gotten most of the information here. If you want me to just give you the last couple.
What's its reach?
Ooh, its reach. 15 foot.
Okay. So that would be out here.
Yeah, ways.
He outreaches me just a wee bit. So what to do? I mean, honestly, I'm going to get hit no matter what. So I'm going to cast Form of the Dragon 1, and I will become my medium-sized dragon form.
Blurbadon!
Okay.
And then I'm going to just stay where... Oh, goodness. Should I soak up some damage? I don't want to. No, I'm going to stay where I'm at.
I really don't know how to approach this thing.
With violence and a bunch
This
of
is
gusto.
like the Zyzoran or what? Zarzoran? Or whatever.
It's not quite as bad as the Zarzoran because it doesn't have 20d6 AoE 300-foot range stuff, but it's
Yeah.
still pretty bad.
It's still pretty
up there.
bad. Yeah, still pretty
It's
bad.
probably hardier than the Zarzoran.
Probably
anything
what?
else?
Did you say prettier?
Hardier.
Hardier. Oh, it is
Sturdier.
prettier too.
Prettier. It's
Really
better
is.
looking than
Pretty cool.
Zarzoran.
Yeah. I guess I will move forward just a little bit just to
Okay.
avoid Jessup getting hit by it if it gets closer. So that's my
All right.
turn.
After Kieran, it goes to Oran.
That's me. My spell go off, which summons my Elder Elemental.
All right. And
Thank
he's huge.
you. He is, I don't know, an Elder.
He's an elder.
I
He's
think
big
elders
one.
are huge.
They are huge. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Okie dokie. And then I just wanna... Did we find out it's immune to magic? Is that what we found out?
Yes.
All magic?
Except for transmute metal to wood.
Wow.
Or things that don't allow for spell resistance. So anything that has spell resistance, it negates.
Things that target objects will affect it.
Yeah, typically, yeah.
Not all of them, like Shatter wouldn't, because obviously it's a magical thing, but most things that target objects would affect it. Most.
Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then we'll let him try some slams to start. 1d20 plus, am I flanking? Plus
Yes.
29, because he's touching the ground, correct?
Yeah.
39.
39 will hit.
37.
37 will hit.
Oh,
Okay,
Just
good.
do
That's
more
good.
than
Okay.
15 damage, please.
okay, I'll do my best.
Should be able to. Earth elementals do.
Plus 12, I mean, my thing's
Yeah.
plus 12. It's 2d10 plus 12. Well, never mind, I've rolled pretty Yep. Okay, well, that's a little better.
17 and 21. So
2
plus
and 6 damage.
Shut up!
Chipping away, chipping away.
Like to see what you did to him, Gideon.
This isn't good.
And then I think, I guess Oran's gonna do some moving.
all right.
Moving on up to the east side. I'm gonna go here.
All right. And that's your turn.
Yep.
Roll me a perception check real quick.
I don't wanna, unless it's good news.
I mean, that remains to be seen.
30.
Oh!
Wow, nat 20. 31.
Wow, natural 20.
Yeah, boy.
Wow, you did as good as my worst on a nat 20.
Okay.
Wow.
Get out of here,
Wow.
dead boy.
Wow.
Wow.
Why are you still talking? You're already dead. I just have to revive you.
You're dead to us.
All
my
right.
modifier is a 31.
Do I perceive anything? Oh
no,
no!
you don't
Oh
notice
no!
anything.
This room was black. Why is this still black?
You don't notice anything.
Why is it still black?
Moving on.
But he
No!
rolled a natural 20.
A nat 20!
Not doing nothing on skill checks.
The room's black.
All right. After Oran, we have Gideon, who's in the safest spot in this room.
Yes.
So we are going to contemplate moving and provoking.
Didn't you do Grace?
Yeah, I could do it again, but
Oh. It doesn't last one turn? One round?
Yeah, it's a swift action for 1 round.
and there might be better things to do a swift action with. But let me see if that's reality or a lie. I think it's a lie. Yeah, there is. There are better things to do with the swift action. So we're gonna move and provoke.
Okay, you provoke from the golem. He'll make his attack.
Yeah.
Now that we all know that he hits really hard, I'll just start rolling it in the chat. 55 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right.
You only miss on a nat one.
Yeah. And for damage, you take 48 points of damage.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine. Rookie numbers. 48.
That's nothing.
Weak.
We are going to go ahead and cast heal to go all the way back up to the top, and we will also swift action do divine might. We will try to kill this thing.
All right. Does divine might do anything against neutral creatures?
Oh, that's a good point.
Because he is a construct.
That's a good point.
And
I
you
will
do
check.
know that he's a construct.
Yes.
He's neutral. He means you no harm.
If the target is opposed to the Omdura's alignment on either the law, chaos, or good, evil, but it would not be.
It would not be.
Yep.
Anything else you want to do as a swift action?
Cry.
Go back and use Grace so that he didn't take that damage.
Well, if he was going to do heal, it doesn't matter if he took the damage anyways.
Yeah, that's why I said it. So long as it was around 50. Yeah, if I think of something, I'll let you know.
All right. That brings us to the golem's turn. The golem, I mean, he's got a new target now, so he's just going to make 2 attacks against the Elder Earth Elemental.
Now's our chance to escape.
So that's 51 and 45 bad rolls.
Yes. His AC's 23. They don't have huge AC.
So
Does that damage apply to Stone Skin, what Gideon was taking, or no? Or is he bypassed that?
He bypassing that.
Oh, I don't like this.
let me see. This is going to be too much time to look up, so I'm just going to say that the Earth Elemental's DR still applies, even though this thing is hitting
It's
as-
DR10 everything, isn't it?
as like an... I just don't know if like epic weapons bypass anything, but I'm not going to bother looking it up. So apply your guys' DR to this.
Okay.
So 44 and 54. So your Earth Elemental takes 34 damage and then 44 damage for a total of 78 damage, I believe that is.
Oof, 78 damage, eh?
Yep. And that'll be the Golem's turn. Top of round 3, we're back to Jessup.
Jessup.
All right, so I guess I will move down. Yeah,
Yes.
never mind.
No.
Down here,
Indeed.
and I guess I'm gonna do Good Hope.
All right. Everybody gets good hope.
So I'm gonna switch out my heroism for Good Hope quick.
Yeah. Basically the same
Slightly
thing.
better. Yeah, it just gives a little more. But so all right,
Yeah.
we'll move action. Everybody gets Good Hope. This should be the second turn that my performance is lingering. I'll keep it lingering.
Yep.
I guess I'm good. That's it.
All right.
During my move action, I'm gonna pull up my bow. I'm probably lucky if I can hit him for over 15 damage, but sure, why not?
All right. Brings us to Kieran.
All right, let's see what happens here. This could be a really bad decision, but we're gonna do it anyway. So I'm gonna get right up in its business. I will provoke. I don't think there's any way I can mitigate that, so I'll just provoke.
Luckily, golems are not allowed to take feats, so he does not have combat reflexes, and he already provoked against Gideon.
Sweet.
Did.
Thank you, Gideon. That's fortuitous for myself. All right, I will take a bite with my bite. A 49.
I would
49
bite
will
with my bite.
Okay. Damage on the bite is
There you go.
29.
There you go. 14, that ain't bad. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Kieran's mouth counts as epic.
Yeah, it's an epic mouth.
It's an epic mouth. Those are epic teeth.
Those
So-
are epic teeth. They're +6, dude.
All
Plus
right.
6 teeth.
That's your turn.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right. Brings us to Oran. I think I actually played that wrong. He would have had his attack of opportunity, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, because he took his turn.
Yeah, because he goes right after you. So technically, you provoked, and then he immediately got his turn back. But I don't care that much.
Oh, great. He could use it on Oran. Fantastic. Wonderful.
There you go. That'll
Because
do.
you have images, so he probably would have missed anyways.
He could have at least tried.
I tried.
Did Gideon heal himself or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Cast
saw him
heal.
cast a heal spell on himself.
Okay.
Well, we'll start with the Golem. 32 and 41.
32 will miss. 41 will hit.
14 damage.
9 damage.
9 damage. I'd prefer 14. And then, I guess, Oran's gonna get all up in his face as well, I suppose.
All right. Since I didn't provoke against Kieran, I won't provoke against you.
Oh, that is decent of you. You're a decent man, Jason. A decent man.
Don't tell me I didn't help you when you TPK in this fight.
Right? Alright, some sweet. Oh, wait. First one, because I moved.
That
Duh.
attack out of here.
Yeah.
And natural one is not going to hit.
What? Okay. No, that's my turn.
All right. Funnily enough, your final iterative would have hit, but
Nets.
brings us to Gideon.
So, question here. Do they count for the purposes of things like Wrath, where you can choose an enemy creature and get a morale bonus against them, or does that stuff not work?
Does Wrath have spell resistance?
I don't think so. I don't
Of
have
course, it would come up as Wrath of the Righteous. I just want to spell. It doesn't say spell resistance, so yeah, I think you're good.
Okay. Which would give them one more to hit, which I guess is kind of good because we already have Good Hope.
Yep.
And it would give them improved critical, which doesn't matter. Golems are immune to crits.
I believe that is true. Maybe look up construct traits here.
I don't think so. I think elementals are, but
Elementals.
corporeals are, but
forget.
golems are not.
I
Always
can't
do
ever
this.
remember.
Yeah, golems
I
are.
feel like they should be.
What?
Like you'd think that they would be.
Well, I think it's like you can find a weak point in their manufacturing, whereas like elementals can like shift their weak points around, so they're not.
So yeah, I don't see any mention of the word critical on the construct traits page.
All right, we will call forth an invocation of destruction.
Yeah.
So standard action Wrath, move action Invocation.
I gotta check the range on this. I'll yell out to Jessup to tell him to run down, and when he does, I'll do Shared Wrath when he's within 30 feet.
Oh, shared Wrath. Okay, so you're readying for a shared Wrath.
Yeah. So I'll shout out to Jessup to come down to one of, at least to here, somewhere. Somewhere.
I can't see which ones you're pinging.
Just within 30 feet of these two.
Okay,
Within
that I
30
can
feet
do.
of it.
All right, it's your turn, Gideon. Back to the adamantine golem. You can see that it is healing some of its wounds,
No.
and it will continue its onslaught on the elemental. See if it can hit. Who
We
knows?
hardly knew ya.
46 and actually natural one, so it actually
Yes!
misses on the second
He
attack.
misses one.
That's crazy.
Still does 41 points of damage after DR, so.
All right. We're still up.
And that will be the golem's turn. Top of round 4, we're back to Jessup.
I was told to move.
Yes, you were.
I will. So I will move here. I believe that puts us in range. Nope.
You'd have to move one more to be 30 from Kieran.
So move action. I'll get down there.
Yeah, that triggers Gideon's readied action.
Yep.
So I'll move him up to be just before Jessup in the initiative order. Shared Wrath goes off, so everybody can add Shared Wrath to your buffs.
Woo.
At which point...
And
Oh, yes?
yeah, I was just gonna say, just part of that, do know that your crit range was doubled. So
Yeah.
because you have the improved critical feat.
So would I guess just make sure because Good Hope and Shared Wrath don't stack, so you only get an additional +1 to
Yeah.
attack and +1 to damage.
You should just
be able
add
to start with
+1,
Good Hope.
and then you'll have to keep in mind that your criticals are expanded. So, after Gideon's readied action, then Jessup can continue his normal turn. So move action
So I
to
will,
move down.
Yep, I'll move down, and then I will swift action start back up my Inspire Courage.
Okay.
So let me check that off. And I guess I don't really want to shoot yet because I want to throw out my Arcane Strike. Screw it, I'll take one shot. We'll see what happens.
All right. And you do have precise shot now, so there's no penalties to that.
I don't know why I clicked all that. I'm sorry, Jason. So 47. Oh, that is a 19.
And you do have an expanded crit range, so you can go ahead and try to confirm.
I will try to confirm with another shot. 37.
That will confirm.
Nice. So then I'll roll damage.
Yep. So you can roll
So
your
40.
Wow.
40 damage.
Oh!
Look at this big
When
guy.
it works, baby.
Look at this big guy
Thanks,
coming
Gideon.
in.
Yeah, welcome.
So 25 points of damage.
It's good when the stuff actually works, doesn't it?
It feels, it doesn't happen that often.
He's still gonna crush us.
Yeah, make sure you had your invocation of a destruction in there too, though, for that extra damage.
Nope, I most certainly did not. That's right. Get it for next turn.
All
Okay.
right. Brings us to Kieran.
All right, we'll full attack him.
All right.
So bite, claw, wings. So
All right.
first bite is a 34.
34 will hit.
Wow, natural 2. Second, so hasted bite is a 49.
Yep.
First claw is a 36.
Yep.
Second claw is a 51.
Tentative crit.
Boom. Okay, so to confirm that is a 50.
Yep.
Whoa. Okay, and then
Wow.
first wing is a 45.
Yep.
Second wing is a 32.
That'll miss.
Okay. So bite attack is 29. So
So,
effectively
14 damage.
14, yeah.
Second bite is a 35, so 20.
Okay.
And then the claw. Now this I have to take off the elemental, so just hold please.
All right.
26, or was the first claw the crit? No, it wasn't.
First
the second
claw is a hit. Second claw is a crit.
Okay, so 26 damage on the first claw.
So another 11 there. Okay.
And then the crit claw is going to be 51.
36.
Yep. And then the wing damage is 25, so effectively 10.
Another 10. All right.
Good job, Gideon. You're getting some mileage out of that shared wrath.
I sure did.
And Kieran,
Yeah.
don't forget you'll get +2, I think, to your next attack.
Oh, right, because yep, good deal.
Plus 1, I believe, because shared
Plus-
wrath is a plus
Is it
3.
morale?
Morale. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So you'll +1.
Okay, good deal.
All right. After Kieran, it is Oran. Oh, you have more?
I'm just going to 5-foot step back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that brings us to Oran.
He's gonna tank it.
I'm gonna tank it. Let's go. Okay, we'll start with the golem.
All right.
As per the usual. 38 and a 32.
38
Man,
will
I
hit,
can't-
32 will miss.
Cannot get over 10. It's crazy.
That's life.
That's
Is
life.
Another 10 damage.
Okay, and then Oran's going to full attack, I think.
All right.
'Cause why not?
So we have a 38, which will hit, 39, which will hit, 32, which will miss, and a 39, which will hit. So first attack is 7 damage, second is 5, and final is 8. So I think that's 20 total. All right.
I 5-foot step back.
Okay. It is the Golem's turn. It will continue its attack.
Go, gadget golem.
47 to hit and 48 to hit and 58 to hit.
Yes, sir. It's dead.
Ow.
You don't even need. You can do damage, but it's dead.
Okay. Does it take both hits to put it down?
It does not.
All
Oh
right,
no.
So that means the second attack can go at another target then. It will go after Oran. It'll actually move up a little bit. 5-foot step up and hit Oran for that'll be the 55.
The damage is 55.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No.
No, I rolled the attack again.
They
had-
both hit, so I don't know.
Yeah, so I was clicking up, and I have to click up twice to get to the damage because I roll the attack twice, so that's what happened there. So 52.
A little better, I suppose.
Yeah. And yeah, this just bypasses stone skin, so straight damage.
Ouchies.
You know what I like to envision is like in cartoons when they get like an anvil dropped on their head and they get like pounded into the ground. This guy's fist just like comes down on Oran's head and just like pounds him into the ground like a couple inches.
Yep. Yeah, he heals up a little bit before I forget, bringing us to the top of round 5. Gideon is first now because he readied an action last turn.
We're going to go ahead and employ Righteous Might to increase our size.
He's going big.
All right.
And then we will swift action do Grace.
Okay. So standard action, spell, swift action, grace, move action to move into position.
Yes. And then, oh, wait, maybe I don't swift action Grace because I think it might actually cost a swift action to do the thing that I'm trying to do. Yes, it is. So I can't get into range without provoking from where I was, can I?
No. Because you're already within his threatened range.
But I could 5-foot step.
Yeah, you could 5-foot step. You just be there.
Yeah, we'll do that then. We'll 5-foot step. And then swift action instead of Grace, we'll do the Amulet of Hidden Strength so I can get an attack off.
Okay. Gets 1 attack.
35.
35 will hit.
Yeah.
So 12 damage.
Yeah, we did something.
All right. Not bad. After Gideon, we move to Jessup.
All right, I'm going to drop performance, and I guess let's take a couple shots at him. So I will arcane strike and point blank, which I forgot to do last time as well. Man. Oh no, actually, I'm not within 30.
You should be.
Oh, yep, I just am.
I would
Okay.
say just for technicality purposes, you might have to 5-foot step up 1 square to be because since Gideon is a large creature inside of your path, that would kind of be cover. But if you're there, you're fine. You can shoot around him at that order.
All right, so that's fine. I'll 5-foot step up, swift action, arcane strike, drop performance, and then I will
Don't
just
forget Destruction.
Yes, I have. Inspire, point blank, arcane strike, haste, good hope, destruction, shared wrath, hunter blessing, terrain. I think that's it.
Such buffs.
Pew pew.
Okay.
So 44, 34, 29, 38.
The 29 misses.
All right.
So the
What's
20
that? 8
yeah.
damage, 4 damage,
Yep.
and was that another 8 damage?
Yep. So 20 total damage.
Woo! Feel my shared wrath.
All right.
That is all.
That brings us to Kieran.
Okay, let's 5-foot step and full attack again.
All right.
Rinse and repeat. So first attack is another natural 19.
Brilliant inspiration.
Holy cow. Yeah, so I guess I'll roll twice. Well, I'll take the
Well.
natural 19 over the natural 1. And then to confirm, a 36.
And that was by using Brilliant Inspiration?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. 36 will confirm.
All right, so I'll just do this one at a time, make it easier. So 67 points of damage.
Okay.
So,
Minus 15
52.
is 52. All right.
Hasted bite attack is 36.
That'll hit.
Or
Or,
Brilliant inspiration.
thank you.
Oh no, you
Oh, my
wasted it
goodness.
already.
No, it's not a waste. This is great.
That's true. That's true.
So,
You could have gotten a lot more crits, but
all right, so 36 or a natural 20. I'll take the natural 20, and then to confirm is a 50. So I think that confirms again.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I got you. Yeah, yeah.
Are you understanding? Okay.
Yep.
So that's another 60 points of damage, so
Okay,
45.
minus 15, 45. Gotcha.
Okay. So far I've hit every time, so I don't have the.
and now
Seal.
no more brilliant inspiration.
Oh right, yes, you're true.
'Cause now-
You're
that's
you're
what we're
true.
good.
That makes
You
sense.
are true, bud.
You are true.
You're true.
It's like
No.
truth from Full Metal Alchemist.
No
Yeah,
true
right.
words have been spoken.
You're
Words-
not lie.
Words hard. Speak cannot. Okay.
That's what
Next.
happens. He loses intelligence when he turns to Blue Badon.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
All right. So first claw attack is a 36.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. So damage on that is going to be 25. So 10.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yep,
10.
10. Gotcha.
All right. Second claw is a 44.
Yep.
And damage on that is 26. So 11.
So 11. Gotcha.
All right, and then wing attack is a 32
I'll miss.
and a 39.
That'll hit.
And that damage is 25, so 10.
10. All right. A huge amount of damage on this creature. You can see that some of the adamantine plates are kind of scarred and broken, but it remains standing.
That is my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Oran.
I was gonna try and buffy buff, but I think I'm just gonna try and swing at it.
All right. Go for it.
Because I want some of those sweet, sweet crits.
Yeah, you gotta roll high enough.
Might want to specify critical hits instead of critical failures.
Critical hits!
None of them are critical hits.
Do you
Wait,
crit
there's
on
one more?
crit on a 6?
Oh.
You can't get your crit range on like a 6 to 20. Yeah.
The 36 and the 38 will hit.
And
that's
I
12
helped.
Plus 9 for 21 damage. All right.
And then I'm gonna quick channel, I think.
Okay.
Just to give us a little bit of healing.
I'm fine. I'm still full.
I mean, if you're still full, then I won't. Never mind. I thought you took damage.
He had healed himself. He hasn't gotten hit since the heal spell.
Well, then never mind. I don't need to quick channel.
If you're hurt,
All right.
you can do whatever you
I'm
want.
not that badly hurt. I'm hurt a little.
Okay.
Emotionally, I'm hurt.
Sorry. I know what
Because
that's like.
I can't roll above a 15.
All right. That's your turn then?
Yes, sir.
Golem's turn. He's going to continue full attacking Oran. That was his last target. He is.
What?
He picks a target and he goes at it. He has no intelligence, so
He has no intelligence. He's stupid.
he doesn't have a 0 intelligence. He just doesn't have any intelligence.
It's null.
So there's a 51 to hit and a 58 to hit.
It doesn't even matter. Unless you roll on that one, I really don't think it ever will matter for any of
Yeah,
us.
I know.
Not even me.
Damage on those are 58 damage and 41 damage for a total of 99 points of damage.
Oran goes down.
Oh no! Oh
No, I'm
no!
just playing. I'm just playing. I'm fine.
You butthead.
Then he'll 5 foot step up.
I
here.
mean, I'm not fine, but I'm still alive.
Okay.
He's still
all
standing.
right.
I am, as Elton John said, still standing.
He'll also heal up a little bit.
I am not as better as I've ever been, but I'm still alive.
All right, he heals up a little bit. You see that some of the cracks in the gears actually mend themselves, like the cool self-healing polymers you see some of those places. I don't know how those work, but that's what this guy does. Top of round 6. We're back to Gideon.
We'll just full round attack him, and we're gonna try to push him into that wall first if we can.
Oh my goodness. Good luck on that CMD check.
We're gonna
Sir.
try it. We're gonna try it.
Good
Yeah,
luck
what is
on
his
the
CMD? Like 100? It's like I'm
It's gotta
trying to
be
push a brick wall.
It's not triple digit, but it's high.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. You know what? I don't need any crits. It's fine. Whatever.
It's kind of unreasonable.
Oh goodness.
It's ridiculous. At least yours was a natural crit, though.
Nope.
No, that's programmed. Oh my
That's
god, I hate
programmed.
you.
That's because of my shared wrath. It's because of the improved crit range.
So everybody in this fight got
And I love how he's like got no intelligence, so he just keeps beating on the guy who's not doing much damage to it. Like I'm spitting on him while you guys are beating the crap out of him, and he's like, "I smash you into ground, little man." Like,
Dude, I got a crit on my very first shot.
Yeah. Yeah. I got some mileage out of that spell.
That's why I wasted time attacking the elemental the whole time, because I was like, really? Wouldn't care about the elemental, but he doesn't
right?
Uh-huh.
that's not
Fair.
how he works. So
Yep.
all right, so 51 tentative crit, 44 to confirm does confirm. 34 to hit will hit, 40 to hit will hit, 43 will hit, not even close to the CMD.
Yeah.
37 will hit. You deal, I believe, in excess of 70 damage over the course of your turn, and the golem falls into a series of pieces on the floor.
Nice.
You see the pieces are still spinning, but he has lost his form. Essentially, he is below 0, but he's still alive because he's indestructible. And that brings us to Jessup.
Does someone want to keep smacking his pieces so we can check the room?
Wouldn't trust me to do it.
I can do it. Quick, look around. I'll keep this guy occupied.
So I guess Jessup will come over and start checking out stuff. Or I guess where were the vials with the stuff?
The vials with the serpentine forms were up in the corner over here.
Oh, all right. So I guess Jessup will move down this way and start checking out stuff over. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to stay in initiative order?
I was about to say, Kieran is able to do like 6 attacks per round, and now that the creature is essentially prone, he would get a +4 on all of his attacks, and I can't imagine that he would roll natural ones enough to not be able to overcome the fast healing 10 of the adamantine golem. So if we just have Kieran spend the next like 2 to 10 to half an hour just for a while whacking the thing, the rest of you can all either you can roll perception checks every round, or if you want to take the time to do a 20 and just have Kieran just be whacking on it for like half an hour, whatever you guys want. But I am pretty sure that Kieran will be able to keep it down in the meantime.
Gideon will just offer prayer to Milani. Let this machine finally rest. And he'll cast Miracle and just kill it.
Ooh, your special ability?
You just have perform miracle
or
on standby.
Or hear me out. Use the miracle to teleport this to where Xerxes is.
Where it probably serves her.
Yeah, no,
we don't know that.
Let's go ahead and add this to the end fight, bud. It was so easy this time. We just want an extra challenge.
You get down to Xerxes and it's like, oh, Xanathar is there. Oh, Golem's there. Oh, this will be fun.
I thought they would fight each other. You don't know?
Gideon's up to a miracle a day, and assuming we are going to rest one more time before the final fight, it means I can cast a miracle.
Nice, bud. That's awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
So you cast Miracle, and the gears cease their stirring, and the creature goes inert.
Do you get that miracle from like a toe ring that you bought in Kragadon? How do you get that?
Yeah, I bought it from Oran's dad, actually.
Yeah, the toe ring of miracle.
Yeah, he had one lying around.
Yep.
He didn't know what he had. I got it for $2.
He just thought it was a bronze ring of some kind. It's useless.
Sucker. Yeah, absolute sucker.
Toe ring of miracle.
No, it's a capstone for the exalted class.
Nice.
And with that, the battle comes to a close, and you guys are left in this room alone. What would you like to do?
Gideon, that was impressive.
He will pay lip service to his goddesses. All that he is because of them.
Oh, okay.
Just lip service, because they don't see through. They don't see through that. Like,
but okay. But all right. All right. So I guess that just starts checking out this room over here.
All right. Are you guys taking 20, or you just want to roll perception checks?
Figure might as well take a 20 now.
So you guys take your time looking around this room. A half hour goes by, taking 20. There's not as much stuff to look at, so it doesn't take as long as the library did, but you're looking at all the walls, checking for anything. You imagine there's got to be more to this room than just this. And after that 30 minutes go by, you do, in fact, discover another hidden door. And this one was hidden in such a way that even Oran's really good perception check that I had him roll because of stone cunning was not enough to hit the DC, but Gideon, with your taking 20 of a 51, you are able to find the hidden door here. There's no mechanism to it whatsoever. However, after the golem had been miracled away, you had heard a slight click, and you didn't think anything of it until you were starting to look at this door more, and then you realized that the door, there was a mechanism inside the wall that had unlocked, allowing you to just push the door open all of a sudden, which revealed a small room with stairs leading further down.
Oh, goody.
Okay, this is really not... This is... How to describe the feeling? It's like,
We're
terrifying.
We're delving into the heart of the tower, which is where Xerxes is.
Yeah, there's something definitely Cthulhu-esque about this. Like you're diving into the depths and you get to like the bottom, you think, but then you realize that like it goes down even further down.
Into the unknown.
I don't think we're gonna see the big bad evil down here. I thought that she was up top, so
Yeah, let's keep going.
let's keep going.
All right.
Down, down, down.
You descend the stairs. Let me move us to another map.
Oh my goodness.
So if you look at the area of the central main part of the citadel, just north of the people who are riding around in the open area, I will reveal this little room.
Ooh.
Are we looking at the big boys? What are those, troops?
Yeah, so you know the big troops down there, just north of them into the citadel, there should be a little room you see now.
I see, yes.
So you can all plop yourselves down there, and you descend these stairs, and you see another one of those large doors.
Call forth the mouse.
The mouse!
Do we still have the mouse?
Yeah, you have to open the door to send the mouse
Oh,
through.
for Pete's sake.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
We open the door, chuck the mouse in, and then shut the door again.
So
Give
the
us
mouse
the-
can't get back out.
Give us the secret knock when they're ready to come back in.
The secret mouse knock with your tiny paw.
With your incorporeal paw that just passes through the wall.
So we've seen how Kieran treats servants. We've seen how he treats animals. It's amazing he likes to still call himself a hero.
Yeah.
You're literally
Lawful
incorporeal.
neutral, my dude. Lawful neutral.
Neutral. Okay.
So, do you open the door then?
Yeah.
I'll listen at the door first.
You listen at the door, and you don't really hear anything.
We found the loot room.
Maybe it's friendly.
Open the door.
All right, you open the door. A couple things gonna happen.
A maximized empowered disintegrate spell goes off.
You open this door, and you see a large room, a massive chamber, and there are large black jewels floating through the air, orbiting each other in a sort of elaborate dance almost. Lines of silver metal highlight a diagram etched in black stone on the floor, a map connecting 3 large art altars. Let me reveal the map for you here. As you open the door, you can see also in the back of the room there are 2 creatures.
That grumbling. It's just
Justin is dwarf.
You see 2 creatures.
One of the creatures is familiar to you.
Ah!
Oh, it's Moss Man.
Yeah, you see Targrith.
Oh, that's her! That's her! That's her! That's oh my gosh!
That's like the beginning. Oh my
No.
lord.
As you enter the room, a female hobgoblin sitting behind a desk stands up and says, "So, my aspiring executioners have finally arrived. And we'll see you next week."